Good afternoon, everybody. We are back one more time for another episode here on the Sitrep podcast channel. I say one more time on purpose because this is finally wrapping up our 30th anniversary content on the Gulf War. So today I am joined by Sitrep 6 himself, Mr. Bill. How are you doing?
I am doing outstanding. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Hello, Nomad 1166. I believe that's Damon. In fact, yes, Nomad is Damon spelled backwards. Got it. Hello, Ben on YouTube. All right. So yeah, today is going to be our last day of Gulf War footage, of Gulf War coverage. I paused to hear the community say, "Thank God, he's finally done with the."
It's been a tremendous month.
It
And I'll
has.
tell you what, those miniature summary games that you've put out, the one that went out yesterday,
Okay.
I really was sitting on the edge. I'm like, are the Marines actually going to lose?
The Marines
So,
have lost the game in this campaign. The Marines lost actually the biggest game. They lost that brigade level game in Panzerleader. So yes, even when Oriskany's playing the Marines can lose.
and I must put a shout out to Jen, your camera woman. She did an outstanding job in cinematography.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't have a studio. I don't have nice cameras. I don't have tech support. I have a dining room, a girlfriend, and an iPhone. And that's
What else do you need, right? And
that's
some
what
miniatures.
that's what we wind up with. Yeah, we do have some nice minis and a somewhat decent table. Um, Alrighty, cool. Oh man, Rasmus is with us. All right, guys, we got a full house.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So again, today we're going to. Today is officially 30th anniversary of the end of the Gulf War. I say officially for two reasons. Number one, the ceasefire went into effect at 8 p.m. at 8 a.m. local time, 28 February. So that's probably about midnight Eastern time. So the 30th anniversary wise, the war has already been over for about 12 to 14 hours. Um, this battle technically took place yesterday. This is 27 February 1991. And there were some more battles and some more heavy fighting that did take place after the ceasefire, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But we won't get into that. But for now, yeah, we're looking at Medina Ridge. So go
Welcome,
through.
Skoback.
Oh man, we got
Boy, it's
everybody.
like a reunion today.
It is pretty cool. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. You warm an old man's heart. You make me feel good.
Wait a minute, you're the youngin in this group.
Well, except for Gaz. I think
Oh,
Gaz
that's
is
true.
younger than me. All right, so cool. Here's our overall. Again, this is G Day plus 3, the fourth day of the war, 27 February 1991, the last full day of the war, where we see some of the biggest battles. This is where we saw the Battle of Norfolk, a little bit to the south of what we're doing today. But what we're doing today is, again, the Battle of Medina Ridge. This is where 1st U.S. Armored ran across what is probably the best single unit in the entire Iraqi army, the El Medina Armored Republican Guards. They had all like T-72s. Even their crappy brigades had like Type 69-2s. They had a lot of good stuff, or at least as far as the Iraqis went. They were the best the Iraqis had. How about I put it that way?
Yep.
So
Sorry to interrupt you there, Jim.
okay.
I believe your brother says I'm the youngest and the prettiest.
He's too pretty.
He's too pretty.
He's too pretty, or like the old line Ben and I used to joke around with the old line from Men in Black. He's like, "No, you're the old and busted. This is the new hotness. New hotness, old and busted." So
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm old and busted. That's fine. So last week we looked at this battle here, which was 73 Easting between 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment and Talwakana. And again, this is now like 18 hours later, 11 a.m. So that was 4 to 5 p.m. 26 February. This is now like 11 to 12 p.m. So not quite a full day later, 20 hours later on 27 February. We've got two different map sources that sort of zoom in. So that big rectangle they were looking at before, this is those.
Mhm.
That's pretty much these two maps here from two different sources. They kind of show the same thing. What we're going to be doing today is a unit within Task Force 135. So the famous one on Medina Ridge is 270. I have very detailed information down to the individual tank, kind of like we had last week for 73 Easting. The problem is the battle from 270, technically that's, or I should say specifically that's Team Bandit of Task Force 270. It's kind of boring. I mean, I'm sure it's a great battle. It's fun to read about, but it's literally line up 14 Abrams and drive them forward and kill everything. Not the most fun war game, especially since this time I was trying to bring out infantry into the game, so I need at least some Bradleys. So instead I picked oops, wrong thing there. So instead I picked out Task Force 135, of which there are 4 companies. It's a battalion. That is going to be Team Assassin, Team Blackjack, Team Comanche, and then there is D Company. I don't know why D Company doesn't get its own name. It's just poor old D Company. Again, there's not a lot of information. Specifically, I'm talking about here in Jayhawk, the 7th Corps and the Persian Gulf War. Does talk about what D Company 1st of the 35 was doing at this particular battle, and we kind of know like what was going on. So this is pretty much my long way of saying or backing into the idea that we're going to be making up our own force within Task Force 1 of the 35th. So rather than have a whole team, which is up to 16 vehicles plus a command track, and it's just too big, we're trying to run this one kind of short. What we're doing today is we are imagining Team Whiskey. So that's going to be a mech tank sort of mixed team like we often see, like Team Yankee literally is. 1st of the 78th Infantry. Is we're going to take a mech platoon and tank platoons. We're going to mix them together, not so they're no longer in their indigenous, homogenous companies, but they're like this mixed force of combined arms, tactical badassery. And but we didn't want to put the entire team on the table because we would be here again all day. So we wanted to make this one kind of quick. So what we're imagining is that Bill is the XO, or executive officer of Team Whiskey.
So much pressure.
Under second in command. So your company commander has detached you to the south. You
Okay.
are the extreme south wing of 2nd Brigade. Your job is to maintain contact with Task Force 4th of the 66th immediately to your south. So there's going to be a special rule in the game where you have to have so many forces. You have to have at least one unit, one commander. You have to have at least one leader within 20 inches of the bottom of the board at all times. Because half of your mission, the reason you're being detached to the south, is you're trying to maintain contact with 4th of 66th down here, basically 1st Brigade. And then on top of that, you're going to hook around, you're going to outflank this position that the company commander is going after off table with his 2 tank platoons, plus his own command track, plus the 2 company ITVs, plus the recon scouts, plus the mortar section. Pretty much the bulk of the team. So you've been given a part of the team that is going to be Marty's platoon of tanks, 2nd Lieutenant Marty Schaefer there with his four Abrams, and then Chris Wimmer. He is your mech platoon commander. He's got 2 M3s with cavalry, model M3s, and then 2 M2 Bradleys that carry some TOWs but mostly infantry. There's also going to be an A-10 on station, although his support is a little limited. We'll get into how that works in just a second. Opposing you is going to be the dastardly Iraqis. Again, a fictional subunit within a historical real unit. The real unit is 3rd Battalion, 2nd Armored Brigade, the Medina Republican Guards. Armored Republican Guards, I should say. And your actual opponent for the day is, if I can find him, I hit him somewhere so well, even I can't find him. Where is he here? Oh, your battalion commander, Major Jalad Orikahani. So we don't know where we got that name from, but he's pretty much my Arab brother from another mother. He's hiding in that village where hopefully no one's going to take him out right off the bat. Because if I lose him, I'm in big trouble. Okay, so the Iraqis are already deployed and ready to go. We're running the same game that we run last week, or at least the same system. This is our new Battle Carry Sabot system that we're developing here for Sitrep Podcast. However, we are adding a lot of tweaks, fixes, corrections, so on, from last week's game. A lot of little things, were identified in last week's game that we've now corrected, and hopefully it's going to run a little bit better. And then we've also added a couple of enhancements, new features, as well as correcting old features. The new features, again, are air support and, of course, anti-aircraft SAMs and, infantry squads. Okay, so the Iraqis have one full armored company, which they've probably cobbled together from remnants of several armored companies. Again, they've been being bombed for 5 weeks, so they're not in the best of shape. One tank platoon here. I should get my drawing tool going here. Forgive me 1 second, everybody, while I open up this drawing tool. This is going to put a little bit of goof on the table for just a second. Okay, so that's one tank platoon in dug in improved positions, hull down. Second tank platoon dug in. Third tank platoon back here, and then we've got some BMPs, hull down right there, and then there are some more BMPs to the north. So 16 armored vehicles total. 16 armored vehicles, 10 tanks, 6 BMPs, and 6 infantry squads. It's a lot, but it's Iraqi.
It's all good.
Yeah. The only difference between this, or I should say one big difference between this game and last week's game, is the Iraqis are not surprised this time. They know you're coming. So we start off all in Overwatch. As soon as you crest that ridge, we're going to open fire. So historically, phase line Lime, and these are also the historical Eastings that were in the battle. These are, that's pretty much your start line. You're allowed to deploy anywhere on or west of phase line Lime.
I'm sorry, which one, Jim?
Phase line Lime, the green one here. That's at a little bit
The
of
green.
an
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anywhere along that line.
Yeah, there or west of it. Yep.
Yep. All right. Could you do me a quick favor? Are you able to enlarge the map for me?
Oh yeah, I'm zooming in now.
All right, thank you.
Delay. There we go.
All right, let's take. Are the infantry mounted in the M2s?
That's up to you. Yes, they can.
So can we mount them, please?
Yeah, they're okay. Cool. So first squad is in track 43. I'll just move them off to the side so we don't forget about them. Second squad is in track 44.
Okay. All right.
Before we get too far into it, again, the only thing to remember, you have to have at least one commander. You've got 3 total commanders within 20 inches of the table at all times. The bottom of the table, I should say.
The bottom of the table.
Yeah. Maintain. Part of your mission is to maintain contact with 466th.
All right. Can you zoom back out then? That's good.
So 20.
So
inches.
is each grid considered an inch then?
Yep.
Okay.
A turn is 30 seconds. An inch is 50 meters. So within 20 inches. So pretty much line like 69.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I want you to put all my tanks online, starting from the bottom up along the departure zone. So put all 4 from the farthest south as you can get them.
Oh, okay, cool. So something like this?
Yep.
All right.
And then put the command tank, the Exos tank, right behind, like right in the middle. So between 12 and 33 there.
Got it.
And then take my armored cav there, the mechanized cav. Let's put them along the border right behind the tanks as best you can.
Right behind the tanks. So the 2 tow carrying, well, they all carry tows.
They're all tows, yeah.
Yeah, they're all carry. So the difference for people in the chat, there's basically the Bradley fighting vehicle. There's 2 kinds, generally speaking, and I am oversimplifying here. The M2 is an APC. It carries troops and some tows, not many. The M3 carries no troops but a shitload of tows. Game mechanic wise, the M3s can fire tows with no limit to their ammunition. The M3s only can fire 4 times and then they're out, but they carry infantry.
Okay.
Alright, so those are the cavalry ones. Then you got the M2 APCs.
Put them right. Let's see. Put track 44 right behind track 34.
Got it.
And then take track 43 and put that right north of 41.
Got it. Cool. And then the A10 will come on during the command phase if you make the rolls successfully. And we'll get into that. And the 2 infantry squads are inside their respective cavalry tracks. Or, I'm sorry, APC tracks.
Okay.
Alright, the Iraqis are already set up. We're not allowed to move until you appear. Cool. All right, you've definitely met the 20 inches requirement. There's no problem there. And by playing south on the map, the charts are easier to see. So thank you for that. Okay, so let me go ahead and save the file. And I will not forget this time to actually...
We got a good turnout. Dutch is here.
Yeah, that's Limburger.
Springtime. We got a nice turnout today, guys. To play some virtual miniatures game.
Yeah, this is technically a miniatures game. I want to get a map.
It's not Hex Encounter, guys.
Yeah, everybody calm down.
Oh, look. It's the tea drinker.
Oh. What's going on, Mr. Gas? I didn't want Gas to feel bad because he was the only Sitrep team member that didn't have a unit. So I was like, sorry, guys. You can fly the A-10 if you want. Or he's like, no, that's okay. No worries.
You should have put Apaches in for him.
There were Apaches here. I just didn't have the rules for them yet.
That's all right. It is what.
Airstrikes are pretty easy. They come on the board, they hit, they miss. It's just really down to a command phase, whether or not you can get them, and whether or not they get knocked down by SAMs, and how that works. Apaches, or really any kind of helicopter gunship, in gaming terms, again, I know this is going to sound crazy, in gaming terms, they really are ground units that ignore terrain.
Yeah.
They move around, they pivot, they have facings, they have to draw a line of sight. They can duck behind terrain like real units can, or like ground units can. So the rules there get a little bit hairier. So I'm taking this in baby steps.
Hey Jim, is there any way I could get you to enlarge your Excel file on your screen? Because it's really small for me.
I can make it as big as you want. Just during deployment phase, I tried to get it to where it is...
No, I meant the actual program itself. Because I see your screen, your desktop screen.
Actually, no. Because that is the size of the Twitch window. So the audience only sees, kind of what I want them to see. And then...
Okie dokie. Well, we'll deal with it. No big deal.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I zoomed out too far now. You have satellite image view.
Yeah, that's satellite imagery.
This is Schwarzkopf's view.
This is geosynchronous orbit. Yep. Okay. Just catching up with some chats. Let's see. Rasmus asked, did the HE get modified?
Yes. All right. So Rasmus was the guy who played with us last week, and we did a couple things. He probably already sees a few changes. Number one, the unit counter titles are much bigger now, because we were having a hard time reading them last time. So like M1A1 track 31. Okay, it's a little bit easier to see than it was last week. We have our new counters, our game function counters that are a lot easier to deal with than they were last week. They worked last week, but they were difficult to operate or whatever in a game. We changed the heat characteristics as far as our armor penetration, range, into hit numbers. We changed the Sabot a little bit. I tweaked the Sabot. I overhauled the heat. I also adjusted the minimum range on the toes to where it's more technically accurate. What else do we do to correct things? Red and yellow markers have now been stratified and formalized, so we know how compounding damage works. We now have cleaned up command rules. We know what happens when a unit is out of command. We've nudged the Sabot. We've overhauled the heat. We now have cleaned up rules for over-penetration. And again, we've cleaned up the order sequence, so we know how platoon orders work. Those were all the fixes from last week, and then, again, new features. Thunderbolt, aircraft, a first try at aircraft, and a first try at artillery. So I recall the Iraqi army did try to use AT mines, but not too much effect, probably because of GPS used by UK and French. Yeah, okay. So springtime, check out our stream from last week, and you will see some mines.
Yep.
That really caused the American player a little bit of grief. Spoiler alert, the Iraqis technically won last week's game. So it's up to you, Bill, to restore the U.S. Army's honor here.
Can do.
All right, so now we're beginning turn one. So turn one, we start with the command phase. Command phase for you is kind of a joke because you're an awesome commander. You were trained at Fort Benning. You were trained at probably I would say Quantico, but no, that's Marine.
Trained at West Point, and then Knox or Armor School.
So just to go through the motions so people know how it works. Here's the command vehicle. His command score is 4. So C4 is your commander, G3 is your gunnery score, or your gunner's gunnery score, and then we track some ammo. I don't track every 50 caliber bullet, but we track the really important ammunition. In this case, Sabot ammunition for tanks, for tows and for saggers and all that other stuff. So you've got 4 command points. First, we have to make sure. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do mine first because mine's a little bit more complicated. So I'm the Iraqi commander. I'm a battalion commander, so I'm playing a battalion size game. Okay. I have 4 command points. No problem. Do I have enough command points to command all my companies? I only have 2 companies. I've got 4 command points. I give 1 command point to each of my companies. They're good. If I had off-board artillery, if I had airstrikes, helicopters, other stuff like that, I would have 2 more command points left over to do that with. If I wanted to transfer one of my BMP platoons to my tanks, that would cost a command point. So long story short, I've got a couple extra command points. For now, I just make sure that I can command my 2 companies. That's fine. I've got 2 company commanders. They each have, let me find them here super fast. Actually, I don't. I did not give myself a company. Oh, god damn it. All right, we have an error already. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna call I'm just gonna call him a company commander instead of a battalion commander. So there we go. Otherwise, I have to give the Iraqis another tank. So he's a company commander. He just got demoted. All right, he has 4 command points. He has 3 platoons. 1 platoon, 2 platoons, 3 platoons. He's got enough to command all his platoons. He can command 1 BMP platoon if he wants. If the other company commander wants to give it away, he can call in off-board artillery if available. But anyway, I've got enough platoons. No worries. I go to my BMP platoon commander. That's BMP 301. He's got command of 3. He's only got 2 platoons. He's good to go. He's got 1 platoon extra, or 1 command point extra for, again, off-board assets or transferring units around. If he loses a platoon commander, he can take over the platoon personally. That's what that extra command point is for. So he's fine. He gives his 2, both my company commanders give their platoon orders. They're fine. Over to you. Your force is even easier. You've got 4 command points and only 2 platoons. Your tank platoon and your mech platoon.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is you can actually do something with your 2 extra command points.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to transfer any units to other? Do you want to transfer anything around to your that would cost a unit, a command point? I don't think so. But
well, I'd like to see if I can get my A10 in the game.
There we go. That's the other thing you can do with your command points. You can call in off-board assets. So the American company commander uses a CP during the command phase, rolls a 5 or below to get the A10 Thunderbolt 2 on the table, which I misspelled. You can use more than 1 command point if you have more than 1 command point. So your commander, or your XO technically, is good enough to kind of juggle 4 things in the air at once. He's only got 2 platoons. That means he can spend 2 minutes or whatever, 2 impulses on the radio trying to get the Air Force on the phone. And, how about you send us that friggin' Warthog you promised us? So if you don't want to do anything special with your force, which it doesn't sound like you do, which is
not at this time, no.
Yeah, totally normal. That means that you have 2 full extra command points to call in that A10 at this time. That gives you not 1 dice 5 or below, 2 dice 5 or below.
Woo! All right, guys, should we call in the A10 already, or should we wait and put it on?
I would totally call it in now if
you
possibly could.
Because people involved, but yes, we're definitely going to do it. I do have my dice cam ready there, James, and I am rolling 2d10.
All right, go
and
for
I
it.
need 5 or less. How about a 4 and a 10?
Okay, Warthog is on station. All right, where do you want it?
All right.
Actually, you know what? It's now a unit that you can activate whenever you want.
Okay.
So it's on the table. So
it's on the table.
The way the A10 works is it flies on the table, it makes an attack, and then it's gone for 3 turns.
Okay, so it's a 4 turnaround. Okay.
It's 1 turn
out
of 3.
1 activation, 3 to loiter or refuel, rearming,
and then to turn around. So it's on the map. If you can see that, it's on the map.
Yeah, I can see
it. 1 turn out of 3. So if it's on during turn 1, it's off for turn 2. It's off for turn 3. It's back on turn 4.
Perfect.
And that's literally just it turning around. The turns here are 30 seconds. It takes an A10 about 90 seconds to come back around for another pass.
Perfect.
Now you don't have to declare this now.
Actually, I know what I want to do with it. I'd like to go ahead and start kicking this pig. I would like the A-10 to come up from the south and head on a northeasterly track and strike at those 3 that are dug in. What is that? Unit 112, 111, and 113?
Right,
those tanks in that area? Yep.
So those first platoon here. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's take a look at the A-10 and its stats. Okay, she's carrying Mavericks, Mark 82s, and the Avenger. Of course, the 30 millimeter. Now, this A-10 has to cover its kill boxes, the whole battalion, and you're not even a full company, so you don't get access to its entire weapons load. What this means in game terms is it has a total of 2 ordnance strikes total. Which 2 is your choice? You can fire 2 Mavericks, you can fire 2 frag or 2 Mark 82 bombs, or whatever. You get 4 shots total with the Avenger. Did we lose your audio? Hello, Bill. I think we may have lost your audio. Can you still hear us? Oh no. Alright guys, I may have to recall Bill on the Skype channel here super fast. Give me 1 second, everybody. Try and get reestablish radio contact. Alright, let me try that again. Bill, can you hear us? Do we have radio check? Radio check.
I can hear you 5 by 5, sir.
All right, cool. Yeah, we lost audio for a second there.
Yeah, you did. I thought it was my psyops doing their job.
Uh-oh. Okay, so not sure when we cut out here.
Basically, you cut out right as we were talking about what the A-10 could do.
All right, so the A-10 carries Mavericks for tanks and HE frag for soft targets. That's the Mark 82 dumb bombs, the 500-pound bombs. 3 bombs per pylon. So basically, you get 2 total ordnance strikes. Again, I know the A-10 carries a lot more than 2 ordnance strikes, but again, he's covering the whole battalion.
Okay, Jim, so, I can't see your screen, bud.
Oh, that's right. We started a new call. Hold on. Sorry about that.
And is your producer seeing our broadcast?
Give me a second. Start sharing. I only have 3. I only have 3 command points.
There it is.
All right, cool. Yeah, our stream is still up. I'm looking at it right here on both.
Okay.
Both platforms.
All right. I'm not monitoring the stream, just the chat. So.
Okay, no worries.
I'm relying on your beautiful producer to keep us on the square.
No, that was a Skype snafu we just had.
Okie dokie.
The chat remains nice and stable.
Excellent.
Okay, so again, the Warthog carries Mavericks and HE frag. You have access to see. He can give you some of his ordnance. He's again supporting 3 other companies. That means that you have 2 total ordnance choices that you can pick. You can fire 1 ordnance pack a turn, and you can have it either be Mavericks or smart bombs. On top of that, you also have the Avenger.
The 30 Mike.
Yeah, if you want to fire the Avenger, again, you get 4 shots with that, and you can fire that twice a turn.
All right, why don't we go ahead and let's start with some Mavericks.
Okay, you can fire 1 Maverick, so you can engage 1 tank. And then it'll come back around 3 turns from now. Again, turns are only 30 seconds.
How many can I engage with the 30 Mike?
2. Again,
you know what? Then let's
30
start
millimeter
with
has a rate of fire of 2. You can put both shots into 1 tank, or you can put 2 shots into 2 different tanks.
Let's do the 2 and 2.
Okay.
We'll use the 30 Mike.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gonna do a little burp action. Burp.
All right, cool. I do have 3 infantry squads in Overwatch. And those 3 infantry squads in Overwatch are going to loose their SA-7s. Trying to knock down that thing. before he gets a chance. So SA-7s have just launched out of this tiny little outpost here. I wouldn't even call it a village. The whole thing is barely 200 meters across. Are you evading, or are you going to press the attack? If you're evading, you cancel your attack, and we'll see you again in 3 turns.
Well, let me ask you this. Can I use chaff and flares and continue the attack, or is that considered the evade?
No, it's not considered the evade. It's just that's already baked into the number. So
okay.
If you evade, my SAM basically has no chance. It only hits on a 1. If you press, I hit on a 3. And the reason it's not a 7 is because you're firing chaff and flares.
Okay.
You don't have to declare that as an action. It's already baked into the number. So do you feel lucky, I guess is the question.
You know what? Let's go ahead and I'm going to have to evade on this one. I don't want to risk it too early.
Okay. Cool.
Unfortunately.
So that's going to be 3 chances out of 1. That is a 2, an 8, and a 9. So nope, the missiles do miss. All right. Now the good news is those infantry are now spotted. Even though you don't have any tanks with line of sight, all these units are GPS interlinked with each other. Your commander just saw that pop up on his little display inside his tank turret. All right, so the A-10 will be back on turn 3. Cool. All right, over to my activation. Okay, so technically I've already activated 3 units with Overwatch. So go ahead and activate the next 2 units.
All right. Let's go ahead and push our M1s up.
Okay, so which one do you want to move first?
Let's go ahead and move 32 up.
Cool. Let me get my ruler. That's a little bit better for this. 45 miles an hour, or about 65 kilometers an hour, gives a speed of 11. However, you are going up a slight incline. So you're going to be crossing 2 contour lines. So it's 1 point per contour line. Speed is reduced.
So it'll put me right about where the 8 is, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Alright. Oh, man. Wrong thing.
Lock that baby down.
Alright, cool. That's 1 activation. Again, I'm catching up with my my grails. Over to your activation for the next one.
Let's go ahead and move 33 up to 32's position best you can.
Okay. Okay, so I've now activated 3 units. You've activated 3 units. The A-10 was an activation. Alright, so go ahead and activate a 3rd unit, and then we'll jump back into the normal turn sequence.
Okay, we'll go ahead and move 34 up to 33.
Actually, let's go back and fix something, because I feel like I've already screwed something up, and it's kind of important. And it's also going to be fun for the stream.
Alright.
Alright. I inadvertently, again, it's a brand new game, I shouldn't have opportunity fire or Overwatch fire, whatever you want to call it, all 3 of those infantry teams at once. That was illegal. So, when that A-10 was coming in on those T-72s, I'll ask the question again, but actually ask it correctly. This is a mistake on my part. Alright, if you evade, I only get to fire 1 missile at a 1 if you evade. If you choose to press the attack, I get to fire 1 missile at a chance of 3 on a D10. So do you still want to evade?
No! Of course not!
Okay, cool. So let's back things up just a smidge. I kind of, that error popped into my head when I'm like, why is the turn sequence
honestly, it made sense either way, Jim. So, I mean...
Yeah, except now the turn sequence is already messed up. Alright, so he comes in and he's going to engage.
We're going to do some Burt action.
Yeah, I'm going to have to clean this up. Alright, so he's coming in and he's going to engage.
New rules, new games.
At what range? So the chance to hit is the first number. 7, 7. Oh, wait, you're talking about the 30 millimeter. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. And those numbers don't seem to...
Let's go out 19 inches, 20 inches, whatever.
Okay,
Whatever
so
puts me within 20 inches of both those two tanks.
okay, so 20 inches. Yeah, that's kind of the question.
Yep.
All right, so within 20, so that's about 1,000 yards. Cool. Pretty much as soon as you come on the table, you're within 20 of both.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So awesome. Now, I'll go ahead and roll that one. Attack, I get a 7, so the first SAM misses.
Woohoo!
Now, we're on the right track. You've activated a unit, I've activated a unit. It's not you go, I go. It's you activate one unit, I activate one unit, you activate one unit. Where I screwed up before was you activated the A10, and then I activated 3 infantry squads. That's crap. So that was the mistake that we just fixed.
No worries.
All right, cool. So, all right, now that first one, you are pretty damn close. You are within 10, in fact. So
Yep.
10, the chance to hit on that is a 7. However, the pilot has gunnery of 3. So now your chance to hit is a 10 or less.
10 or less.
Well,
On 1 die or 2 die?
well, on 1 dice, well, that sounds automatic. He is in an improved position. He's half dug into the ground. That's going to give him a improved position, -3. So now you need a 7 or less to hit him.
Okay, so I'm not using 2 dice because I thought it was 2 shots per tank.
No, it's 2 shots, and you're putting one on each tank. You're engaging 2 tanks.
Okay, but I thought it was 4 shots total.
It's 4
for
shots
the gun.
total before you're out of ammunition.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1. All right, here we go. I got a 4.
That is a hit. All right, awesome. So let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Oh God, this poor T-72. This is why we showed up. We wanted to see an A-10 blow up tanks. All right, so the first number is penetration. The second number is blast. That's if you're attacking soft targets. The T-72 is not a soft target. Penetration is 12. The game is very simple. You subtract penetration from armor, you get a D10 number, and that's what you have to beat on a D10. So 12 minus a T-72's armor is 6. A 6
So I need
or
a
less.
6 or less?
Except it's an aircraft. It attacks vertical armor. It attacks roof armor. So it's 12 minus 2. That makes 10. So this activates 2 rules. Number 1, it's automatic penetration. So kaboom. Now, once it becomes automatic, you start applying bonuses on the vehicle damage table instead. So it's gonna automatically penetrate. It's automatic, so you get a +1 on the vehicle damage table. And you'll notice here for the T-72, automatic +1.
Yes, we'll see if I get a 1. And I got a 5, guys.
You got a 5. All right, so that's going to be +1 for over penetration. Basically, you were already automatic to penetrate. You get a bonus for that. And -1 for T-72, just natural crappy manufacturer. Okay, so you got the 5, right?
Yes, sir. Got a 5.
So 5 +1 for over penetration. In other words, you got a 10 penetration number. It's automatic. You get a bonus for that. And +1 for natural T-72 suck. They don't have ammunition doors. They don't have the blowout panels on the ammo. We all know about Soviet tanks. So basically, that 5 becomes a 7. You get a +1, 2 +1s. Becomes crew wounded. Vehicle cannot fire. Vehicle is now considered disabled. So he can move, but he cannot fire ever again.
What?
You
I
basically,
didn't blow that thing to Kingdom Come.
you basically blew his turret off. Okay? And now the second one. Again, you need a 7 or less to hit him, because you are engaging 2 tanks.
All right, 7 or less.
Uh-oh.
3!
Nice. All right, so again, roll a d10 for a hit. For vehicle damage. Add 2 to the result.
3.
3 becomes a 5. Vehicle's immobilized. You winged 2 of them, but you didn't actually kill anything. I'm very sorry. But that's 2 technical mission kills. You're rolling great on to hits. You're just not getting the best damage.
Right.
Okay, now you've activated a unit. I've activated a unit. It's back over to your turn now. Roll your... and he's off the table. He literally... Otherwise, every other one of my infantry squads would now get to sling an SA-3
Sure.
on him, or an SA-7, and that's not how it goes. Okay, cool. So, now we go back over to... You activated that, your vehicle number 32, no problem. Over to me. What am I going to activate? I'm going to activate, again, the whole Iraqi force is in Overwatch. He's immobilized, but he can still shoot. Do I have line of sight? I do have line of sight. We're at less than 30 inches. However, you are hull down because your halo is touching that little bonus there, that little dotted line. So you're hull down. I do see you, but you hull down. That gives me a -2 to hit. And again, I'm Iraqi, so my charts are different than your charts. Less than 30, so that's 1,500 meters. 1,500 meters. 4 plus my gunnery skill, which I think is 0. Gunnery 2. Oh, that's my platoon leader. Alright, so gunnery 1, sorry. So 4 goes up to a 5, -2 for your line of sight, for your hold down shielding. I need a 3 up to hit you. A 3 down, I should say. You always want to roll low to hit. Boom! That's a hit! Now's when the game gets really depressing. My penetration is an 11 at this range, less than 30 inches. Penetration is an 11. Your armor is a 10. Subtract 11 from 10, or 10 from 11, I get a 1. Oh, Iraqis. Also, I don't have the silver bullet ammunition, and so on and so forth. Basically, I need a 1 to penetrate. An 8, the round bounces off your Chabam armor, you're fine.
Woo.
That was my activation. We're kind of fixing the turn sequence, guys. Now, he moves up tank 33. You can move and attack. So now that tank number 33 has moved up, we'll just go ahead and nudge you up there so you're hull down. Alright, cool. You have line of sight on pretty much everything you can see here. You can move and
Let's go ahead and we'll take a shot at that tank you already have lined up there, Jim.
Alright, cool. That's tank 112. Ammunition time. Are you choosing Sabot or Heat?
Sabot.
Sabot! Battle Carry Sabot. That's the name
front,
of the game.
load, up, target.
Right? Gunner, tank, front, identified, Sabot. The loader loads it in, up, fire, and the carry yells on the way. Alright, cool. Again, we are less than 30. Your number's a little different than 9. So your chance is 6 to hit. Your gunner is 2, goes up to 8. I am in an improved position. That reduces 3. My tanks are mostly buried. That's gonna be my only saving grace. So what did I say? 6 plus 2 for skill is 8 minus 3. You need a 5 down.
5 down. 1.
Boom! That's a hit with Sabot ammunition. Penetration is 12 minus my. Ooh, here's where we get to use our new, or not new, but here's where they. You'll notice each counter or unit has that little.
Yes, Dutch. Heat is for soft targets.
Oh, sorry.
Dutch was asking if you use heat for soft targets.
You can use it on armor in a pinch. McMaster's proved it at 73 Easing. You can use it against BMPs, which technically isn't a soft target. But heat technically stands for high explosive anti-tank. Now, these Abrams are limited in how many Sabot rounds they carry. So, word to the wise. Okay, so you'll notice that the line of sight passes, you see where that X is in the halo? That's designed in there so that there's never an argument, especially in a case like this when it's kind of close. There's never a question about what arc you're actually hitting. So clearly the bottom line is our chance to hit, or is our line of fire. I'm using that. It passes south, or I should say to the side of that arc line.
Side armor.
Therefore it's side armor. Alright, cool. So your penetration is 12 at this range. 1,500 meters. No, sorry, 13. 13.
No, Sabot.
Yeah, Sabot. 13. The second number is penetration.
Okay.
Less than 30. The second number is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Against my side armor, which I believe is 4. Yeah, side armor is 4. So your penetration is a 9 up.
Okay.
And I know I said, so go ahead, Bill. While you're doing that, what'd you get?
6.
That's definitely a penetration. All right, get a D10, add 1 to the result on the vehicle damage table.
10.
Oh
11.
My God. A 10 is ammo hit. You blew up the ammo locker twice. That tank is,
boom!
Official phrase is out of gas. Ta-tang!
Toast!
And he was already damaged. Yeah, he's very damaged now. games. Okay, so again, I said this 100 times last week. I'll just say it once with all the new people in the chat. This game is going to be a slaughter. Get ready. I'll be lucky if I hit Bill's tanks twice, but every time I hit them and I can even do the slightest bit of damage to them,
yeah,
that's victory. Because the victory conditions are absurdly asymmetrical. To where the game is fair, we play tested it yesterday. Again, the Iraqis fought with this last week and won. Although I did kind of screw up the way, because Rasmus is on the stream, he didn't screw up, I kind of screwed up the way I drew the minefield. But it was at least a victory, if not a draw. Even though the Iraqis were tabled and I didn't destroy a single American vehicle. Again, that's how the game's designed. Okay, so you have a second shot now, because fully stabilized guns, you have a rate of fire of 2, and you can move while you fire that 2. So that was your first shot, Tank 33. Tank 33, do you want to engage a second target?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and see if we can pop 111.
Alright, cool. Give me a break.
Because the range to, what is that number there? 121? 131?
Yeah, they're numbered by Soviet doctrine. So
yeah.
First platoon is 111. That's leader. Literally first tank, first platoon, first company.
Yeah.
Just destroyed the second tank, first platoon, first company. Over here is third tank, first platoon, first company. That's tank 113. So 111, 112, 113. They're all first platoon, first company.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take a shot at 111.
Okay, I think on that one you're going to be a smidge over 30 inches using the center dot. Oh, maybe not. It's going to be real close. This is when you get the tape measure out on a miniature table. It's guys, oh, look how close that is. I'm going to zoom in because this is epic. It's going to force you to the next range band. Yeah.
Yep.
So there's the center dot is that what actually describes where the vehicle is, and you are literally about a quarter of an inch outside of 30 inches.
That's all right.
All right, so you are now on the less than 40 table. I'm assuming firing another Sabot?
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to.
Okay. So your chance is 6 with a Sabot. Sabots are literally more accurate than heats, especially at long range. 6, the gunner is 2, brings it up to an 8. Minus 3 for my improved position, knocks you down to a 5.
Okay. It's going to be a trick shot. 3.
Boom, that's another hit. Penetration goes down to a 12, but I'm pretty sure that you are still within side arc. Let me double check that. Oh yeah, with this guy you're even more in the side arc than the other guy. So that is going to be 12 minus my 4. It's an 8 to penetrate.
8?
Yep.
Alrighty. 5.
That's a penetration. D10 plus 1.
Alright, we need a good roll. Come on, guys. Give me a good roll. Oh, no. A 2.
A 2 plus 1 becomes a 3.
3.
Minor damage on the hull, now down to half speed, and the vehicle is now damaged. So, yeah, I'm sorry that happened, but I'm happy that happened from a design perspective.
So what happens if it's already damaged?
That's just what I was getting to. Okay, so you'll notice that the damage counters here, there are red ones, vehicle disabled for victory point purposes, and yellow ones, vehicle damaged for victory point purposes. 2 yellows equal a red, 2 reds equal a kill. So this guy now has a red and a yellow. He is 3/4 destroyed. He is at half speed, and he was already immobilized, so now, yeah. But again, he is now a red counter and a yellow counter. He is 1 more yellow counter and he's destroyed.
Okay.
He is 3/4 destroyed.
Just catching up real quick on some questions in the chat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dutch is asking, shouldn't the Iraqis be taking a morale test with 2 out of 3 tanks already damaged?
The question is, I will make up morale rules later. For now, the answer is factually and historically, no. These were Republican Guard. There are documented cases of guys standing in front of M1 Abrams with RPGs at about 50 meters and saying, fuck you, get out of my country. And he then gets hit in the chest with a 120 millimeter heat round. That happened. These guys did not run. They did not break. Now, if you've seen our other games, like our Kuwait games that you were mentioning, Bill, with our 50 millimeter miniatures, yeah, half the Iraqi force surrenders every turn. That's an Iraqi army. This is Republican Guard. So In a larger context, yeah, we will have morale rules, especially when we have catastrophic kills. That is described in the Jayhawks book, 7th Corps Official History of
Yeah,
Disrespect.
but you also have to have a fanatic rule for the morale, like the Republican Guards would be considered fanatics.
Yeah, and the last thing that kind of caveats that rule is these are 30-second turns.
Yeah.
So they don't have time to be scared yet. They probably didn't even see that happen. And if
Right.
they did, they don't have time to jump out of the tank before you hit them again.
Right. So your brother asked, off by a quarter, who's your saw man?
Who's my saw man?
Yeah, he's referring to your tape measure.
Oh. That's right. I forgot he's in construction, right?
All right. Where are we at, sir?
All right. So now we've activated your 3rd unit. I've now activated technically 2 units. I'm now going to activate my 3rd unit and catch up on the turn sequence. The problem is my stuff's all on fire. I already activated him. I hit, but I missed. I have to activate the rest of this platoon, technically. So I'm down to 113. Okay, cool. 113 is going to go ahead and take a poke. First of all, yeah, at this range, yeah, everybody, that was the correct reaction. That was the correct reaction.
Am I not down in the valley there in the wadi? Does he have visual on him?
Oh yeah, this is not a dip. This is a 2nd level of elevation.
Okay.
So yeah, you're skylined if anything.
So I'm on the crest of a hill then.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to see on the screen here, so I'm just making sure I'm interpreting the terrain correctly.
Yeah, it's contour lines. So there's the.
Okay.
Let me get the little pen here. So there's the first contour line. That's the base.
So I'm
of the
going
ridge.
up or down from there.
Right now you're on the very crest.
Okay, I'm on the crest of the
This
hill.
right here is a little bit of a razorback on top of the
Gotcha.
ridge.
Okay, I see it.
And then here's another one. Again, the name of the battle was literally Medina Ridge. So,
Gotcha.
cool. All right,
All right.
now this
Perfect.
shot is going to be kind of a joke, but I have to do something.
Sure. Watch him roll one.
It is possible.
Yeah,
There were M1s hit and destroyed in this battle. They weren't brewed up and killed all the crew, so I mentioned that because you'll read accounts where the Americans did not lose a single Abrams in the entire Gulf War. You turn the page and they say, oh, this brigade lost 4 Abrams in this battle. Well, what the hell? They're damaged to the point where they just write it off. They're considered a mission loss. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's literally not worth fixing it.
Yeah.
All right, so
And
go ahead.
that's why they left a whole bunch there after this current operation, because it was too hard to transport back, too costly. So that's why the Iraqi army, the new one, got M1s.
Yeah, they actually roll around in M1A1s now. It's kind of funny. I actually was doing Google searches for the ops there, and I was like M1A1 Persian Gulf, and I see them in Iraqi markings. I'm like, oh hell no. I cried a little when I saw that. All right, so the range looks like 36 inches or so. All right, so basically it's less than 40. Oh god, I can possibly hit.
Yes, you can.
I have a 3. Your hold down. I basically need a 1. It seems unfair. I'm playing the Iraqis. I only have to really hit once. 9. That's a miss.
Woo! Welcome, Rob T, to the broadcast. Jim, when you get a chance, look at the comment from Springtime.
Okay.
You can answer on that one.
I'm actually not seeing it. I do see Rob T's. Rob T, hello. Springtime. Is it further up?
Yeah, it should be right above Rob's. He says, playing Armored Brigade right now, 1985, IPM 1s, 105s versus Soviet T-72. Shit, I lost almost a platoon and a half of IPM 1s.
Okay, so what he's talking about... Okay, I see it now. There's a little bit of a lag there. Cool. So Springtime, what he's talking about, everybody in the chat, IPM 1s, these are the original M1s. These are the M1s that you actually see in the Team Yankee novel. They still carry the M68 E1 105mm rifles. These are the old British L7s. And he's up against T-72s, and yeah, he's probably losing some tanks. Now, the reason he's losing M1s, and you probably won't be, Bill, is because he's firing Soviet T-72s. That's Sabot ammunition, and probably depleted uranium Sabot ammunition. These are Iraqis. They're firing AP core. So, again, it's not the gun, it's the ammo. People always say It's not guns that kill people, it's bullets that kill people. It's kind of a joke. When it comes to tanks post-1950, it's not a joke. It's not the gun, it's the ammunition. That's why most World War II systems do not work. I'm so sorry, Flames of War, but most World War II systems do not work in post-1945 settings. Tank ammunition rules completely blow it out of the water. Now, where Battlefront fixed things, they moved Fate of a Nation to a Team Yankee prequel rather than a Flames of War World War II sequel. Once they did that in Fate of a Nation Second Edition or re-release, they fixed it. But that's why I was not really a fan of old Fate of a Nation. But they did fix it. Okay, over to you for your next activation.
Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and let's activate.
Now, per the platoon command rules,
yes,
you kind of have to finish up third platoon before you move on to another platoon.
Right.
All right.
I got you. Let's go ahead and activate 34, track 34.
Way down here at the bottom, okay?
Yes, sir. And let's put him online, if possible, up to 33.
Okay, he basically is going to have a 9 movement rate. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got it. Cool.
Okay.
He's going to, I guess, stay right behind, so he's hull down.
Yes, sir. And right, can he fire?
He can now fire twice.
All right. Well, we're going to fire at track number 131.
Engaging a new platoon. Cool. Let's get my range here. So your gunner calls back. He's at range 4,000 or 40 inches. That's 2,000 meters. Oh, I love Modern War. All right. So you're right at 40 inches. Again, we're using the center dot. Hold on.
Yep.
All right, cool. So 40 equal to or less than 40 inches. You're right on 40 inches. So that's going to be 6 plus your gunner is 2. 8.
Yep.
I'm in an improved position.
3.
Minus 3. Yeah. We keep going over this. We're back down to 5.
Okay. Here we go. 10.
Oh, that is a miss. In fact,
yes, that is.
You just rolled a 10. Roll another dice. Do not roll a 1.
I got a 6. What would a 1 have done?
Friendly fire.
That
we are rolling out friendly fire rules. If you ever roll a 10, which is the worst possible roll, and then you roll an immediate 1, so basically 1 out of every 100 shots hits or potentially hits a friendly vehicle. So again, it's one of the not so hot facets or factors of the Gulf War. Friendly fire was unfortunately a thing.
So let's see. Your brother says shell passing right next to you could be fatal. Damn, Skippy pooped my pants. Gaz says this is not the American War of Independence. I'm assuming he's referring to me being online. Oh. And then Rasmus says, by the way, the Fate of Nations should hardback should be en route to Florida. Finally got a chance to ship it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he couldn't use it, so he asked if I wanted it. Yeah, so Fate of a Nation was the Battlefront, formerly Flames of War, World War II expansion to the 1967 war, which has 2 tragic things wrong with it. Number 1, why the 67 war? That's like the most boring war ever, at least from a wargaming perspective, because it's extreme. Then again, jackass who's saying that is playing the Gulf War. I was about to say it was so one-sided as I play the Gulf War. So, all right, I kind of caught myself there. But where they really fixed it, I feel, and I used to complain about this, and I'm not saying that Battlefront listens to me and does what I say, but for years I was saying 2 things. Number 1, stop running it as a World War II sequel, run it as a Team Yankee prequel, and then number 2, bring in the 73 Yom Kippur War. Along comes the Fate of a Nation re-release. It's now a Team Yankee prequel, and they brought in the 73 Yom Kippur War. I'm not saying that Battlefront listens to the Sitrep podcast and listens to what Airstrike says.
We're not saying it, but we're saying it.
Yeah, that's like the Bill Maher quote. I don't have any proof. I just know it's true. All right, so Tank 34 has whiffed his first shot. He does have a second shot.
Well, we're going to go ahead and try it again. And while I'm getting ready to shoot, Springtime has asked, have you played an Avalon Hill game with Iraqi having Soviet or, I'm assuming, Willie Peter ammo?
Have I tried it? No, but it would be pretty easy to do. I would just have to...
yes!
Of course, you got a hit. I would just have to apply armor-piercing, fin-stabilized, discarding sabot, depleted uranium penetration rules over here to this T-72 chart. And, yeah, once I did that, where if I put like the AT-9 sniper, the AT-11 sniper, the missiles that they can fire. Again, one of the things that really cracked me up about the Gulf War is after the Gulf War, especially in the Marine Corps, I'm sure you probably saw the same kind of thing in the Army, hell, we'd have kicked the shit out of the Soviets if, they ever came through Germany.
Yeah, but
look at what we just did to the Iraqis with all Soviet equipment.
We found ourselves saying that. And it's not fair because we weren't fighting Soviets.
Yeah.
We were fighting third tier, 2-tier, I don't know what they were considered.
They were
army with old, byproducts of the Soviet military.
And they say, well, that's true for the old T-55s, but the T-72, you're fighting T-72s. The same T-72s the Soviet Union. Okay, number one, Soviets weren't usually using T-72s. T-72s were export tanks. They did have to use a few because the T-80 didn't roll out as fast as they were expecting. But most Soviet Category 1 divisions in Germany were going to use the T-80 or the superior previous tank, the T-64, which is better than the T-72. Number two, the T-72 that the Soviets used is not the T-72 that they exported to other countries. That's the T-72M. That's another thing Battlefront gets right in oil wars. Good job, Battlefront. On top of that, these technically aren't even T-72Ms. These are Assad Babils. These are Iraqi tanks made in Iraq under license using T-72 blueprints. So manufacturing is not the same. Never mind crew training, never mind ammunition types, never mind. Yeah, a T-72 in Germany, like this goes to what Springtime is saying, a T-72 in Germany, 1985, and a T-72 in Iraq, 1991, two very different beasts. All right, so you scored a hit.
Yes,
your
sir.
penetration at less than 40 is, I believe, we just looked this up, is a 12 divided, or subtracting my armor, which is 6. You need a side armor. Is it side armor?
Ooh.
New target. I think it's like right on the line. All right, so we're going to use the grid system here. Your gun is literally on the grid, maybe a smidge above.
No, I'd say front armor.
It is definitely front armor. Okay, so that makes a little bit of a difference. That means that I go from dead to mostly dead. 12 minus 6, you have a 6 or less to penetrate.
5.
That's a penetration. Roll a d10, add 1 to the result.
All right, come on, I need a 10. 8 plus
8.
1, 9.
9. Fuel explosion. Boom! Catastrophic kill. No survivors.
Woo!
Once the fuel goes up, the ammunition follows immediately afterwards. Kabam.
And that was your lead, wasn't it?
That was one platoon leader, yeah. So now that's when my company commander, to go back to those command rules, is going to have to use some of his additional points to either transfer those tanks to a new platoon, and we're losing audio again. Ugh. Either transfer those tanks to a new platoon, or to take command of those remaining tanks himself. Okay, so over to me for my activation. Alright, this tank is gone. I'm going to now activate, or can I? Yes, and I'll explain why. I'm going to go ahead and activate 3rd platoon here. Or what's left of 3rd platoon. Sorry. Yeah, 3rd platoon. So tank 132 is going to take a shot at tank 133. Looks like I'm right at 40 inches. Oh boy. Subtract 2 for your hull down shielding. Yes, the hull down shielding is different for a Soviet tank than a Western tank, before anyone asks. That's because of hull, gun depression values. Alright, so I'm looking at a total of 3. I literally need a 1. Oh boy. One of these times I'm going to get lucky.
Yeah, you're going to get it.
Boom!
Son of a bitch!
We called it. Alright, penetration at this range is, oh god, literally a 10 minus a 10. I literally can't penetrate you. Welcome to the Gulf War.
That's a personal problem, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Welcome to the Gulf War. I am right at 40 inches, so less than 40. No Sabot ammunition. My penetration is a 10, which sounds impressive until I look at your actual number. Yeah, that's a 10. So 10 minus 10 is 0. That is my chance to penetrate. 0. Okay, over to you for your next activation.
All right.
Well, I can technically move and fire in the same turn, but I can only fire once. So tank 32 is going to back up where you can no longer see him. Okay, because once he fired, clang, you saw a bunch of sparks. He's like, I can't get through that.
Okay, so he's not
he's no
embedded.
He's no longer in an improved position. You just can't see him.
Oh, because he's behind the.
Because now he's behind an actual contour line.
Okay. All right. Would you mind scrolling back to my area there,
You
sir?
got one tank left. Well, besides your own, you have tank 31. Marty Schaefer, what are you doing? The war's this way.
All right, let's put him online.
Alrighty. Again, he's going to be crossing 2 elevation lines, so that reduces his movement to a 9.
It's going to put him just there at the line, it looks like.
So if I get my ruler in the right place, there we go. And, oh yeah, he's there, he can see.
Woo. All right. Our friend there that's kind of burning, Tank 111.
Oh god, poor Tank 111. He's already been hit twice.
Let's hit her again.
All right, Marty, you literally can't not kill this guy. As long as you hit him. Range is less than 30. Let me get an accurate measurement here so we can... I'm not worried about the distance, I'm more worried about the arc. So... Oh, that is really close.
There you are. Get back.
That's going to be a flank shot. Man, what is up with our audio today?
Are you on a Wi-Fi mic? Bluetooth?
Oh, you know what? I do have my thing in. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Yeah, I'm on the one that you sent me.
Okay. Weird. All right. It's a nice shot.
Oh yeah, it's totally there. It's going to be 26, so that we know the range. I'm just trying to get the arc. That's totally going to be a flank shot.
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
Cool. All right, so what do we say? Less than 30. Your chance to hit is... Now, he's the platoon leader. His gunnery is a 3, or his gunner is a 3. So, less than 30. Chance starts at 6, goes up to a 9, reduces by 3, stays at a 6. He's got a 6 chance to hit instead of a 5. His gunner's just a little bit better.
All right, here we go.
So in this game, guys, gunners can have different skills, different commanders have different skills. Right, so that's a hit on his first round.
Woo-hoo!
Cool. So now you're penetrating side armor at less than 30. 13 against 4 is a 9 up.
9 up.
Or 9 down, I should say.
9 down. How about a 9?
That was right on the money, but it was just enough. Again, you were just close enough. That 13 minus my 4, right? It's a 4. Let me triple check. Yep. Totally. All right. So yeah, D10, subtract or add 1 to the result. Come on, Marty. This guy's already crippled. You can do something.
2.
2. 2 goes up to a 3. Minor
damage. No, it's a 1 plus the 1 is 2. It's
oh
a 2.
Oh my god.
It's the same roll.
It's still, yeah. It's minor damage, half speed, vehicle damage. But here's the thing. That's now a second yellow counter, which equals a red counter. 2 red counters equal a kill. This guy was basically already
smoke
kind of on his last legs, and now he's dead. But good grief, man. He basically finished off a cripple.
Well, all's fair in love and war.
Yeah, but before Marty gets to bragging when he's talking about, oh, I killed that Iraqi tank, we're like, yeah. After 2 other guys in your platoon hit him, you finally managed to finish him off. It takes 3 tanks to knock out 1 T-72. Meanwhile, Tank 33 is knocking out like 2 tanks a turn. I think Tank 33 is the new platoon leader. Marty, you just got demoted. We're just making fun of him because he's not here. Okay, so Marty now gets a second shot. He can engage anybody that's within 45 degrees of the tank he just fired. So, because he did...
That's that's really the only option. I don't think he can hit 32.
We do have a piece for it.
Well, look at you being all smart and stuff.
So yeah, he can engage anything over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's just the gunner can only slew the turret so fast.
Right. You know what? Let's go ahead and try and pop 32.
Okay, you cannot see 32.
I can't see 32?
You cannot see 32. You talk about Tank 132?
Yeah.
Tank 132 is behind this ridgeline.
Oh, okay.
That's why he backed up. His buddy who hasn't activated yet, 33, you can see him. And of course you can see 113, you can see...
Nah, let's take 113. Let's just do the straight on shot.
Alright. Cool, you are more than 30 inches away. So we're talking about, what is that, 34? 1,700 meters away. I don't even know how many 50mm tables that is. But you're shooting across many tables. And you're going to engage at less than 40, so it's 6, 9, down to a 6.
Okay. 7.
Miss. Oh, Marty. He barely finishes off a cripple. With he needed a 9 to hit, and he barely scored a 9, or no, it's penetrate. Okay, over to me for my activation. All right, I literally cannot penetrate you at this range, so it's time for me to try something else. Actually, that's not legal. Technically, I have to finish that platoon I started. So burning, activated, this guy does not know what to do. He's just going to back up so people can't see him.
Okay.
You're going to have to get close. And by close, I can finally actually have a chance to hit you for a change.
According to Rasmus, you do not have to activate 133.
According to Rasmus, that was with last week's rules. In this week's rules, I have to activate 33. We are, again, this is a brand new rule, Rasmus, so again, it's not your fault. But what we're doing now with our activations are we're activating by platoons. So I'm trying to sort of clean up and bulk up, make it a little bit more important the command rules. I think what makes or breaks a lot of games is the control and command system. So we're trying to kind of bulk that up a little bit. So Bill has activated platoon 3. I've activated platoons 1 and platoon 3, and everything that's not on fire. Because tank 113 did fire, I just forgot to move him, but he's not actually behind an elevation line. He's just behind that little dotted line. That's a dune crest. Those little dotted lines do not block line of sight. So T-72 is number 113 is totally visible.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't move him, because he's kind of doomed anyway. I did pivot him to at least he'll take hits on the front instead of on the back. But at this range, I can't penetrate him. So I've got to either hide behind crests and hope that he gets close, or counterattack on his flank, are pretty much my only options. All right, over to you for your next platoon. You can either activate your command element, your command tank, or you can activate your mechs.
Let's go ahead and operate the XO's track.
Okay, that's going to be 165.
Yes, sir.
Rasmus, when did you ask that? Did you ask that last week, or did you ask that this week? If you asked it last week, the answer was correct last week. If you asked it this week, and I told you that you did not have to activate by platoon, then I got it wrong. But I'm trying to activate by platoons. I'll see if it works. If it gets too restrictive, I'll ditch it. But for now, yeah, that's the rule. All right, so you're going to activate actual tank 65. That's the
Yeah,
XO.
can he go up to be on the left side of 31 if possible?
He probably won't make it this turn.
No. Can he? Well, how far? Where can he squeeze in on that line?
Anywhere he wants. Again, every inch is 50 meters. These tanks are not to scale with the map.
Okay, so go ahead and put 65 up on line between 32 and 33.
All right.
As best as you can. He probably won't make it. He's too far back.
Yeah, he started off behind. So he only crossed one actual elevation line. His movement is 11. Every contour line he crosses uphill reduces his speed by 1. So his speed is now going to be reduced to a 10 because he's only going to cross one line. Everybody else was reduced to 9 because they were crossing 2 elevation lines. All right. So, again, now a little dot in the center says that you're still behind the elevation line. Can't see anything.
Right.
You're looking at taillights at the moment.
Yep.
All right, over to me. I'm now going to activate what I was activating before. That is 2nd platoon. into my parlor," said the spider to the fly.
Ah,
All right, over to you for your activation. Looks like you're
All
looking
right.
at 4th platoon.
so let me ask you this. Can my Bradleys move and shoot in the same turn?
Yes, but they're only going to be, well, it depends on what they're firing. Yeah, short answer,
Oh.
yes. They have, Bradleys are kind of complicated because they have all kinds of different weapons.
Right. No, firing their tow.
Yes, but they can have a rate of fire of 1.
Right.
That's the difference. They're technically split move and firing, whereas the M1 Abrams can literally fire and shoot at the same time, full speed. That's why it has a rate of fire of 2.
Sure. All right. So with
This
that
goes
in mind,
to Gaz's
can we
question
move?
last week.
Move track 43, the M2 Bradley,
Okay.
up to the ridge line there.
Okay. So if he goes straight east, he's going to wind up at the 11.
No. I want him to stop at 7.
Oh, okay, sure.
And then counter him. So he's got target on 122. We're going to fire a tow.
Okay, he's still behind. He's gonna. Oh, okay. I don't think he can make it. All right, so I'll
You
go
don't
back.
think he can make it?
I'll go back to I'll put your guy back where he was. All right. Here are the rules for line of sight over elevation. If you're shooting through an elevation line, so you are going to be at 7. If you're shooting through, like right there, you're shooting through an elevation line. The answer is no. You cannot see them. Now, as far as shooting off of elevation, like why these M1s can shoot, even though they're on elevation, they're shooting downhill. The answer is these are all shallow inclines. You can fire 4 inches over shallow inclines, and they can see you. So, I don't think you can reach this position, but just to kind of illustrate how it works, again, you're kind of shooting down the side of the slope there. But let's say that was going to be your line of fire. I'll copy the unit so we don't screw up your actual... I'll copy the unit so that... thank you. If he gets there, now he's shooting over 1, 2, 3, even that he can't do. Again, it's because of the angle of the slope. Let me get a better example. That makes my point a little bit more clearly. Again, these are extra units, so no harm, no foul. Please stop it with that. God damn, I really hate Excel sometimes. Try to have fun and look what happens. Alright. So these 2 units can now see each other. Because you're not, you're shooting through an elevation line, but you're not shooting, you're already on top of the hill that you're shooting off of, and you're within 4 inches of the edge.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. Steep
right.
inclines, which we don't have in this game, are 2 inches. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's within line of sight. Okay, does that kind of make sense for everybody in the chat? If he was back a little bit more, now he's more than 4 inches away from the... Yeah, now he's like shooting over a table edge. There's no line of sight.
Okay.
Alright, so getting rid of our extra units here. Now, this is kind of like, you're almost like shooting down off the ridge, but long ways. So you're shooting through a lot of inches of elevation here. Now, to your point, again, toes have range like you would not believe. Once you get within 4 inches of the forward edge of the ridge, so, like, okay, there's the forward edge of the ridge at the 4.
Okay.
If you get to there, you can fire this way and engage people. Good God. The range on the toes is basically unlimited. In game terms, it is unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of targets after that. BMPs, some T-72s. Anybody that's not behind... Now, again, you can see these BMPs. Oh, but Jim, you just said you can't shoot through elevation lines. He's within 4 inches, obviously. That's the 4-inch rule. In the words of Gunny Hartman, 4 inches from your chest, Private Pile. 4 inches. All right, that's a joke that no one's going to get, except maybe Ben. All right, over to you for track 43.
All right, so go ahead and move track 43 straight ahead as far as it'll go.
He will cross 1 elevation line, so his movement goes down to a 10. Yeah, he's still getting into position. He can't see. He doesn't have 4 inches until he's off the ridge.
Yep.
So, all right, over to me. I think we're going to be doing a lot of maneuvering from here on, at least on this turn. Speed on a T-72 is 10. Okay, Okay, over to, oh, and turn down. Okay, over to you.
All right, move track 41 up as far as it'll go.
I should ask, and ignore me if it's a dumb question, is track 43 going to dismount infantry?
No.
Okay. 41 is kind of in the same position. Moves forward 10. He's still behind that ridge, and yeah, he's not within 4 inches of the edge of the ridge anyway. Alright, I'll finish up my second platoon. Damn it, I need to make 2 of these rulers. Cut down on the scrolling. Hey look, I made 2 rulers. One thing about virtual gaming, guys, it's really easy to make big armies. Once you make one T-72, it's how fast can you hit the Control V button? Oh wow, my Soviet force really looks like a Soviet force. Look at all those T-80s, T-64s, T-72s. Alright, over to your next activation.
Alright, go ahead and move 42. I want to actually move them northeast to put them on the ridge line, or right up against the ridge there, right behind off of the, yep, right there.
Cool. He wants to get on the ridge, right? At least a little. Alright, so
yep.
he'll shallow that down just a smidge. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now, who am I going to activate?
Can you turn him
Yes.
counterclockwise?
So, oh, cool. So he's facing...
Yep. Perfect.
Activated, those all activated, he activated. I basically got my BMPs left. Alright. Last track, 44.
Alright, go ahead and move it up next to 34 if you can, please.
Exactly, yeah. North or south? I can probably do south.
South.
Alright.
Now he can fire.
Yes, because now he is now over the range. He gets 2 shots with his Bushmaster, which he's not really in range of anything. Bushmaster goes out to, well, out to 40 inches, or he can sling out a toe.
Probably a toe.
Okay. Now this is a APC. He gets to fire 2 toes. He can only fire 1 a turn. He fires 2 toes. Then he can do a missile reload drill. He can reload once. So ammo. Oh, let me zoom in a little bit. It says ammo 4'2". He can fire 2 before he has to reload. Then he can fire his other 2. He carries a total of 4. And after he fires those second 2, he's bingo missiles. As opposed to the M3s, which can only fire 2. It has the same 2-tube boom as all the other ones, but he can do that all day.
Okay.
In game terms, obviously.
Gotcha.
It's not really infinite, but... And the trade-off is, you know, carries infantry.
Right.
Alright, so he's going to sling off a toe. Oh, Lord. Alright, yeah, range is effectively infinite once you get outside the minimum range. It's just whether or not you can see.
Yeah, that's the question. So is it... What is the angle of attack for him?
Well, the toe boom
turret,
is mounted
right?
in a turret. Yeah, 360s. In
so
fact,
I can go
nothing I've invented for this game so far does not have a 360-degree fire arc.
So can I go ahead and pop one, whatever that lead tank is there? It's trying to come down my flank.
Oh, that's a good question. Yes, it barely scrapes by what would be blocking terrain. Again, this is the ridge that you're on. You can kind of shoot downhill. It's just whether or not this little bulge here gets in the way, but it looks like it does not. Yes, you do have line of sight. That's the short answer.
Let's do it.
Toe away. Psst. All right. The gun. Now he is hull down, so he gets a -1 for that. Not -3 for improved positions. Not -2 like a NATO tank gets for being hull down. It's a Soviet tank, which doesn't have the gun depression. Everyone knows that little design flaw. So it's -1 for being hull down. The range doesn't matter because it's a missile. It's going to hit on a 7. However, you have a gunner of 2, so your chance to hit is a 9. -1 for my crappy hull down makes 8. Chance to hit is an 8.
All right, 8. A 1.
Boom! Toe just clanged in the center of the turret. Penetration is kind of funny. 14 at all ranges versus my front armor of 6 is an 8 to penetrate.
8. Damn it!
Oh my! It like skipped off the turret a little bit. Ting! All right, I got lucky. That's a lucky T-72 right there. He just got hit with a toe, and he's still talking about it. Okay. All right, so that was pretty much all of American units. I'm just going to go ahead and activate the remaining units for the Iraqis. Get them out of the way. We'll do a quick little bit of housekeeping, and that will close out the turn.
All right, so while you're doing that, Springtime says, have you done any games about the battle between Kuwaiti chieftains, Mark 5Ks versus Iraqi RGT 72M1s during the invasion of Kuwait?
He's talking about the Battle of the Bridges, specifically 35th Kuwaiti Armor Brigade. We did briefly mention this in Op Center episode 17. I would love to do that battle. This system would totally support that battle. I have not done it yet. It's when you can take your chieftains that you bought for British and Team Yankee and you can use them in the Gulf War. The Kuwaitis did have them, and they actually kind of kicked the crap out of the Iraqis pretty badly. They tangled up with... I can't remember the first division. I think it was Talwakana, and beat them up pretty bad. And then Hammurabi was coming down and sort of blundered accidentally into the Kuwaiti flank. I may have conflated those two Republican Guard divisions, but those were the two that were involved, Talwakana and Hammurabi. Yeah, it was August 2nd, 1990. It was one of two major battles that we did fight, or that were fought in the part of the Gulf War that everybody forgets, the initial Iraqi invasion.
Yeah.
It would be an interesting battle. The name of the actual battle is in the Op Center episode. The nickname is the Battle of the Bridges. The actual name of the Arab town that it was fought over is in the episode. It escapes my memory at the moment. But good call. That would be a fun battle to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's chieftains versus T-72s. Because the Iraqis invaded Kuwait initially with nothing but Republican Guard divisions. And then, kind of like the Argentinians did in the Falklands, they pulled out their elite divisions and then occupied the new terrain with their crap divisions and let them take the bulk of what was going to happen. And it didn't work any more than it worked for the Argentinians in the Falklands. Movement of 9.
Mm-hmm. Dutch says, did he toe the line? Ah!
There you go. He's got jokes, everybody. Okay. Infantry on foot have a movement of 2. He moves into the buildings. Make sure he can't be spotted by aircraft. Alright, cool. Because if I get decapitated, like Rasmus kind of did to me last week, that's not okay, America. Alright, let me just now keep track of... We kind of should have been doing this as we were going here, but I don't want to slow down the chat.
I have one toe left there. Or no. The only one that has a toe is...
The only one that's fired a toe is this guy, 44.
Yep, 44. Yep.
He's fired a toe. He's fired 2 Sabots. Check me, keep me honest here. He's fired 2 Sabots. Lomax has not fired any Sabots.
Nope, no fire.
No, 2 Sabots fired from 32 and no fire from 31.
Correct.
All right, cool. We're caught up on ammo. The Iraqi ammo is pretty easy because they're mostly dead. Also, I have more ammo. It's like I'm just carrying AP.
So for future games, just to keep the pace going, maybe we need to have sheets like you have in some games where people can track their ammo versus you trying to do it on the computer there.
The problem with that is that sheets are even slower than making it.
Well, no, but the person could have the sheet. You don't have to do it on the computer.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Either way, I'd have to track my own ammo.
Well,
but
right.
Yeah. All right, so that took like 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and start turn 2.
Okie dokie.
And we can.
The turns should start moving a little faster now that we've gotten the gist of it.
Yeah, we can always quit whenever you want.
No, it's fine.
All right. Okay, so turn 2. Well, we already have Iraqi tanks burning and so on. All right, we know A10. Okay, so let's just go through the command phase. My command phase is fine. Your command phase is fine. The only thing I have to worry about are these 2 tanks. So here's how the command phase works. I have 4 command points. I command my 2 company. Oh wait, that's not how we did it. Okay, I have 4 command points.
4 command points.
C4. I command
2 platoons.
Ooh, I can command.
Or 2 companies.
No, because we made him a company commander. Okay, I can command 1 platoon normally. Fine, that's 1 command point. That platoon commander is destroyed. That platoon commander is destroyed. So, I'm going to command 1 platoon with 1 command point, and then take personal command 1, 2, 3. He can just barely keep command of what's left. Barely. So the command system in this game is more like a checklist. You just check and make sure that all your units are still in command. If anybody's not in command, they get an out of command marker. That's all. But so far, he's just barely holding it together with both hands. The BMP commander is fine. He hasn't lost anything. He's all set. And we know you're good. Okay, cool. Now, let's do the command phase right. We kind of screwed this up on turn 1. You roll d10s equal to your command score. I roll d10s equal to my command score. Whoever gets the highest single roll has initiative for the turn.
So we're rolling 4 d10s?
You're rolling 5 d10s because you have 5 dice in command. I'm rolling 4 because I'm an Iraqi. But I did get a 10. Beat that.
What?
I got 2 10s.
I got a 9 as my highest one.
Alright, so technically I have initiative. I am moving the first unit. Alright, I am activating platoon 1, 2 over here. Second platoon, first company. Alright, so where's my other ruler? Make sure this is possible. Forward movement is making sure that you're within 180 degrees of your forward arc. He is. That's within 10 inches. He is. Cool. He goes here. Did a little V of dunes there and goes into Overwatch. He is not firing. He's going to save his fire phase for later in the turn. Okay, that's my activation. Over to you for your first activation. Which platoon are you activating first? Your mechs, your tanks, or your command vehicle?
I'm going to activate the mechs first.
Cool. So any tank that begins with a 4. Bradley.
Let's go ahead and move 4-3 forward up to the berm. Or the slope there.
Alright, cool. So pretty much right here. It's where you can see.
No, keep going.
Oh, okay. Let me put him back where he was and we'll just do it right. Alright, so where you have a speed of 11. And you're not going up any more contour lines, so there's no more. You have a speed of 11.
So it'd be right, was that 6 right there in the thing?
Oh yeah, if he wants to go.
And then that should give him target, right?
He gets to anywhere within 4 inches of that edge, and then he can see. These are very gentle slopes. So once you get within 4 inches of the edge you're trying to shoot off of, yeah, you have line of sight. So he can actually shoot from there if he wants.
So a rules question.
Yep.
If I stop there, then I'm considered out in the open because I'm not up against the slope, correct?
Yeah. So you want to belly up against one of these dotted lines. Yeah.
Or up against the slope itself?
If there's a dotted line behind it, it depends on how sharp the slope is. In this case, yes, you'll notice the dotted line goes right down the spine of the slope. That's by design.
Okay.
So yeah, he can do that. And now he definitely has line of sight because he's shooting off of a higher elevation.
Okay.
Okay, the thing is, my T-72 gets to shoot at him first.
Okay.
Because he was in Overwatch. Now, I'm probably going to have to roll a number 1, but the difference is that now if I roll a 1, I actually will hit.
Oh, yeah.
Actually will penetrate. Moment of truth, folks. Can I risk any steal the game? I'm at less than 30 inches. Less than 30 inches. That's going to be a 4. Please tell me that's a platoon leader. Damn it, no. 4. Now, Bill was very smart and stayed under hull down. That means my chance to hit went from a 4 to a 2. Moment of truth, guys. Roll the drums, roll the drums. Because a 125 millimeter HE round or AP round hitting a Bradley is a different result than hitting an Abrams.
Yep.
Oh God, give me a 1 or a 2, please, please, please. Boom!
God damn it!
All right, still might survive.
Holy shit!
Alrighty. So like I said, the Iraqis can win. 30 less. Then again, in all fairness, Bill is up against the designer of the game, so 30 or less. Penetration is an 11, firing an AP round versus a Bradley's armor front. That's definitely front. Front armor of 3 versus an 11. It's possible. Watch me miss. 8 or less. 3. That's a penetration. D10, I do not get to add the +1 because you're not a Soviet tank, so it's just whatever the result is on a D10. A 1! Oh, come on! That's not fair. That's not okay, America. Glance, no effect, none. You suck. You so got away with that. Okay.
Oh, holy crap.
Yep, you got away with that one. That's alright, I'll get you next time. Alright, but now you get to fire.
Alright.
He is no longer in Overwatch. He has spent his Overwatch.
Whew. Let's send a tow his way.
Okay. Thank you for marking your position. You want to shoot at me? Here, have some back. Oh God. I am hull down. Not that it matters as much for a Soviet tank. Here comes 7 plus your gunner of 2 makes 9 minus 1, 8 to hit.
Alright, 8 to hit. God damn it!
Oh no, you missed as well?
A 9.
There's some kind of weird sandstorm between our two forces here. It's just causing everything to miss.
Bless America.
Okay, that is going to be 1 missile. Also, it helps to your earlier question, if the dingbat run in the game keeps track of ammo as we go. It doesn't take up as much time. Alright. Cool, back over to me for my second activation.
Whew.
I want that Bradley. I'm not even going to lie. It's going to be the only tank I managed to kill this game.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, I have to stick within that same platoon. Let me obey my own stupid rules.
Oh.
Yeah, that Bradley gunner is in his little turret staring through his sight going, sir. Sir. I think there's some more coming down here. Again, I only hit on a 2. I literally just lost the best chance I had to win this game. Except I rolled another 2.
God bless America.
Alright, another penetration, 8 or less to penetrate. 3, that's a penetration. D10, please don't roll another 1. Another 1! Are you kidding me? That is the world's luckiest Bradley. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Come on, man. That's not even right. Alright, over to you for your activation. That's not right. That Bradley has like some kind of weird DARPA like force field around it that we don't know about. Hidden history.
Let's move 41 up on the ridge next to 31.
Okay.
And he's gonna go ahead and take a shot at 22. 122.
All right. We already know most of the numbers. Let's go through it. Okay, let me go through because I forgot. 7. Oh wait, this is 41. He has a better gunner. 7 goes to 10. Minus 1 is a 9 or less.
All right.
His gunner is a little better than his buddies. That's a hit. Penetrates on a 14 minus 6. Penetrates on an 8 or less.
5.
Penetrate, D10 plus 1 for effect.
8. 7 plus 1 is 8.
8 is, yeah, same thing. Crew killed, wrecked, maneuver fire, vehicles considered killed.
Woo! Yes!
Boom. That's what you get for rolling a 1. Clang. Over to me for my activation. Gonna finish up the third platoon, or I'm sorry, second platoon. I don't believe that. 2 ones. I cannot believe that. The Iraqis should at least have drawn on this game already, if not won. Now it's a mission. Allah has commanded us to kill Bradley number 43. I'm going to literally obsess about that. Alright, he takes his shot. Again, it's a 2. I missed. Alright, over to you for your activation. You got 2 more Bradleys. 42's like, what's all that noise up there, guys?
Right? Let's go ahead and move 42 up.
Okay. As his speed up, he's already crossed that 1 line, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So that gives him a speed of 11.
Move him up as far as he can go. Up to a dotted line where he's safe.
Alright, well, he's got hold down shielding up to there if he wants to. Cool.
Perfect.
Alright.
And he'll take a shot.
He gets 1 toe shot. Who is he going to shoot at?
121.
Cool. 7 plus 2, 8 to hit.
2.
Okay, that's a hit. Penetrates on a 14 minus 6. Penetrates on an 8.
7.
7. What y'all know about 7? All right, D10 plus 1 for a hit for a vehicle damage table.
6 plus 1, 7.
Is crew wounded? Vehicle cannot fire. Vehicle is disabled.
Whew.
So he's technically still on the table, but which is important since he's a platoon leader. Okay. All right. My activation next. I'm on a new platoon, so I have to think for just a second here.
Yep.
Ah!
Jen says, hey, I think somebody's shooting at us. You think?
Like
Rasmus says, you'll want 41. Kill the commander. Dutch says 42 is there. The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Can I reach that angle? A little bit.
And your brother Ben says, that's insane. Wasn't it, though? That Bradley taking on a T-72.
He's literally like trading shells with him. It's like, oh, come on. All right, I got one more chance with that guy.
Oh, you're bound and determined to get him, aren't you?
Well, I am now. He has to find the will. Let me make sure my. Whoa. Let me make sure I'm not cheating here. Oof. It's going to be a range of 43. Can a Sagger even reach that far? Yes. 7 minus 2. It's going to be a 5 chance. Alright, the other 2 tanks are too far away. They won't be able to do this. But that is... Ooh, that's a platoon leader too. Nice. So he kind of S-turns down here, and he's going to sling... I can't hit that one guy. Okay, I can't hit the same Bradley I've been hitting all this time. Because he is more than 4 inches. Again, that angle that was kind of pissing you off last turn, it's pissing me off now. I'm shooting through a lot of inches of ridge here. Now, this other Bradley that's up on the higher part of the ridge, he's more exposed. Because he's not within 4 inches of his contour line. I can see his ass. So that's 30... Oh, man, my battery. Oh! So that's going to be 44 inches. Again, it's a Sagger. He only gets 2 shots with it and no reloads, because Russian equipment. This is going to be one of them. Chance for the Sagger. This is the anti-tank missile that's on top of the gun. BMP-1. The turret is not mounted on a pickup truck like we were talking about in our podcast. This is a real BMP. We are looking at less than 50. Chance to hit is 6. My gunnery of 2. 8. After 8, I subtract 2 for your hold down shielding. Chance is 6. Come on, machine.
Come on, 8.
Dice, give me a break. I missed.
Yes.
Oh, man. Dude, the Iraqis cannot buy a break.
That Bradley is mighty.
That Bradley is mighty. That Bradley needs to go to church this Sunday. Okay, give thanks. Because there are like 52 Guardian... There's a brigade of Guardian Angels sitting on his shoulder. Oh, my God. Alright, I plugged in my battery. Awesome. I'm gonna cry like a baby. I've taken off his missile. Okay, cool. Over to your activation.
Alright, I think I only have one APC left.
Yep, way down here.
Yep.
And that tank that's been hit so many... Well, actually, I couldn't hit him. I was hitting his buddy. But that cav... never mind, that's a cav tank.
Yep.
Yeah, APC-43, he's carrying infantry. The guys are like, alright, there are T-72 shells bouncing off the hull twice. Can we please get out of this vehicle? Commander's like, no, stay mounted. Alright, so I'm sorry, track 44.
44 is going to go ahead and not move.
Okay.
And we're going to take a shot at 113.
113. Gotcha. Okay, he is in an improved position. Awesome. That's going to give me at least a chance of survival. You are exactly... Well, actually, a smidge over... It doesn't matter for a tow. Sorry. Cool, so chance is a 7. 2 for gunnery. Makes it a 9. Minus 3 for improved position. Knocks it down to a 6.
6?
Yep.
2.
That's a hit. Penetration is 14 minus 8. 8
Side armor?
Penetration. Oh, actually, no, he pivoted.
Who pivoted?
113, he pivoted last turn.
He did?
Yep. Notice how he's standing. You're talking about 113, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's facing directly east now. So, oh, wait, maybe he didn't pivot enough because you're so far south. Let me check. Actually, you know what's better? For me to use my little handy-dandy drawing tool here. Center of the dot to center of my dot. Yeah, that's coming in on the front.
Okay.
That's that little X that you see in the counter.
Noah's Templar says, did I miss the link for ordering Sitrep's A10 logo merch? No, we haven't designed it yet. We're waiting on a graphic artist to come up with it.
Oh, I can only do so much in a day.
I'm sorry, Jim. What am I rolling here?
Oh, okay.
Front armor, right, instead of side armor?
Well, that's right, yeah. So it's a 8 to penetrate.
8 to penetrate.
14 minus 6. Yep.
5.
Okay, in there. Oh, man, go away.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no, what was that?
1.
A 1 goes up to 2 because
2.
Soviet vehicle, but that's still only a minor damage to the hull. Yeah, there's a lot of frustrating hit results. Otherwise, like when Rasmus and I were playing this last week, the entire battlefield was already on fire by this point.
Yeah.
But
it's all right. It happens.
We're scoring a lot of clips here, a lot of dings.
It's all right.
Alrighty. Okay, that completes mech platoon. Over to me, I have now completed my BMP platoon. I've completed my tank platoon. It's time for me to move now to my other BMP platoon.
So let me ask you before you start moving anything.
Yep.
Is there a reactive fire or opportunity fire?
Yes, that's if you put your unit in Overwatch. That's if you didn't fire last turn.
Okay.
So if you move and don't fire, you move and say, instead of firing, I'm now going to go into Overwatch mode. I put an Overwatch counter.
Gotcha. Okay.
You have to basically, it's like opportunity fire in reverse.
Gotcha.
You pretty much say, okay, I'm going to forestall. I'm going to save my fire phase for later in the activation sequence. Okay, 311. My BMPs are going to save the day. I'm going to get at least one freaking Bradley. So I can get at least somewhat historical results here. Some American tanks were damaged in this. Okay. I am in range because these things do actually run out of range at 50 inches. Alright, because Saggers are not the best. Cool. So I'm at range 6. My platoon leader is going to take the first shot. That becomes 8. Your hold down goes back down to a 6. That's a hit, barely.
Yep.
Oh my god. Alright, at this range, that's all the same. It's 11 versus your frontal armor.
3.
Which is 3, 8 to penetrate. Come on, man. Let me just get 1, and then she can finish, or he can finish killing me. Alright, that's a penetration. Yep. And now, give me a good number. 7. Cool. So that's not quite a kill, but it's crew wounded, vehicle cannot fire, vehicle is considered disabled. That is track 41. Marty, that's you. I just blew up your Bradley. So, cannot, what'd I say? 7 cannot fire?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Disabled and not fire, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So what that disabled means is there's basically damaged, disabled, and killed. That's one,
yep.
That's 3 different victory point things. So a Bradley disabled is 2 victory points. I'm still not exactly doing well here. Then again, this is last week's game. Who knows? I at least hit a freaking an American vehicle.
Hey, the thing survived a lot of damage, or potential damage.
So that's down to 1 missile. Okay, over to you.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. That's my mechanized platoon. So let's go ahead and activate our armor.
Okay.
So they have 2 shots if they don't move, right?
They have 2 shots even if they do move.
They do.
Full
Excellent.
stabilized guns, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and move track 31 up to that next ridge.
I take it back. That's Chris Wimmer that I damaged. Here comes Marty Schaefer, track 31. Okay, let me make sure I select him.
Yep.
Come on. This is what happens when you deploy the tanks too close. Cav 41 is actually damaged now. All right. Oh my god, please.
We'll zoom in a little bit, Jim, make it easier for you.
Yeah, I might have to.
There you go.
This is the one bad thing about editable counters. You run across this action. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Give me a second.
No worries.
There. Okay. Sorry. Track 31. Cool. We got it finally. What are you doing?
Can it move up to that next ridge?
Almost certainly. His movement is 11.
11 minus 2 because he's going over 1, 2, right?
Well, he's going down 1. He's going down 2. You don't have to pay for that. He's going up 1 more. He's going to go into a little valley, and then he's going to pop back up again. So his movement is reduced to 10, so he's easily got it.
All right, can we put him right where 8 is so that puts him behind that? Yep, right there.
Totally. Yeah, he did that with movement to spare. 3 inches.
And we're going to go ahead and shoot.
He did that with 2 inches of movement to spare. Okay, cool. Who are you going to shoot at?
We're going to shoot at, what is that, 122? Or 121?
Oh, yes, you can see those guys. Because, again, those are only dune lines. Those are not actual elevations. 121 is hit but not destroyed. God damn it, stop moving the map. Yes, you can totally see him. Are you pivoting at all, or are you staying there? You don't have to pivot, I'm just asking.
No, I don't want to pivot, because that keeps my armor strength up.
Alright, so 121 on that tank there. Turret, or gunner, traverse left. Alright, now this is a gun, so range matters. So, give me a second here to get an approximate measurement. We are at less than 30. Awesome.
Excellent.
So your chance to hit is 6, goes up to a 9. Oh, I moved the wrong tank. You said 31, right?
Yes, sir. It's all right. It's all right.
That's right. All right. There we go. Cool. Because the gunnery is different, so it kind of matters.
Now, him, I want to pivot because he's more exposed. So if you could just counter them, perfect.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So yeah, that's Marty there. He's going to go ahead and fire. We said he was less than 30. His chance starts off at a 6, goes up to a 9, reduced by 1, because I'm not in an improved position, I'm just hold down. So it goes down to an 8. 8 to hit.
6.
That's a hit. Penetration at this range is 13 minus 6, 7.
7. I need a 7?
Yep.
Okay. A 3.
That's penetration. D10 plus 1.
A 10. 11.
Boom. Yeah, he was already damaged. Yeah, he's definitely done. All right, he gets a second shot at any target within 45 degrees, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I should put that. I'm gonna have to make a new 45-degree angle piece here, because it's 45 degrees total. I was giving 45 degrees either way, which is basically 90 degrees. It's not supposed to be that generous. But... So his initial fire line was basically that. So anything within that arc, which is actually still a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's for a second target from the same weapon. That's now we're not close enough yet, but there are rules for when the commander pops up with his 50 and you can engage that. Then it's fine. He can engage different targets. It's a whole different rate of fire. Yeah, but again, there's infantry in this town. But until we get to that, or even if we get to that, yeah, that's not really going to come into play. We're not.
You know what? I think would I have a side armor shot on 113 from here?
I don't think it would be side armor, but you can definitely see them. Oops, wrong tool. Center of dot to center of dot.
No.
Yeah, that's still frontal. But you can definitely see them.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to go after the other tank. Since they're both head-on shots, I want to see if I can at least damage it if I can't kill it.
123. It's the same chance. So, what do we say? Oh, boy. We just did all this. Range is less than 30.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 becomes
plus
a 9.
3, 9, 8.
To hit.
1.
Boom, that's definitely a hit. Oh, by the way, we've been totally skipping the called shots rule, but when we get close and you really feel confident, you can do called shots. I'll explain how that works. 8, and we also missed that with Rasmus last week. So that's a hit. Let's go ahead and try to penetrate 14.
7.
Yeah, 7.
4.
D10 plus 1.
2 plus 1, 3.
3 is half speed, vehicle damaged. All right. My activation.
Mm-hmm.
.312 is going to kick off a Sagger.
Woo!
Now that gunner is not as good, so his chance is not as hot. 5 down. 2, that is still a hit. Okay. Penetration. I should remember this. 11 minus 3, 8 to penetrate. Oh man, come on. Guys, you're seeing these rolls on camera. You know how badly I'm being robbed. Okay, he's down to 1. Over to you for your activation.
All right. Let's move 32 straight forward onto the ridge as well, please.
Okay. Got it?
Yep.
Oop, I'm getting my echo. I can hear you twice. Did you turn off your headsets? I can hear myself through your headphones.
I haven't changed any settings.
Okay, that's weird. And now it suddenly stopped again. All right, weird anomaly. We've been having audio issues with Skype all day. All right, so he's... Oh, before I forget. He fired 2 Sabot rounds. Awesome. All right, tank number 32. Any changes in facing, or is he happy where he is?
I think he's happy where he is.
Okay, and go ahead and engage.
I think he's going to try and engage that BMP.
All right.
311.
Gotcha. Oh no, my platoon leader. All right, we are at range of. Oh God. I don't know if you're going to use Sabot ammunition, but Sabot ammunition versus a BMP. It is 30. It's less than 40. So now's the chance to, or now's the time to ask: Are you firing Sabot or heat?
What's his gunner rating? 2.
He's 2. Yeah. He's
You know
hold
what?
down, and he's not a tank, so he does get the -2 bonus.
I'm gonna go with Sabot.
Okay, so 6 plus 2 minus 2, it's still a 6.
Okay. 3.
That's a hit. Oh God. 12 versus. Oh no. 12 versus 3 is a 9. Just barely missed over penetration. So 9 or less.
8.
Cool. And D10 plus 1.
1 plus 1, 2.
There you go, half speed.
Damn it.
By the way, that's kind of what happened at 73 Easton.
So, can I shoot my second round at him?
Totally.
We're gonna set a heat round this time.
Okay. 5 plus 2 minus 2, 5.
5.
Yep.
An 8. Miss.
Awesome. All right, third activation. BMP 1313. Okay, 2. That's a hit. And let me mark off his missile here.
What's he shooting at, Jim?
Oh, sorry. I'm still trying to knock out that damaged cavalry track. Nothing against Chris, but I've got to get some victory points. And another damage will count him as killed because I'm not even close to drawing to getting a draw yet. All right, when you're playing the Iraqis and the Gulf War guys, you're just trying to go for a draw, man. You're trying to go for victory points, victory by decision, or a draw by decision, because you sure as hell aren't going to beat the American force. Okay, so 8 to. Oh, I didn't turn on my webcam. Sorry. 8 to penetrate. Okay, that did penetrate. D10 for damage effect. 3. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? 3 minor damage, vehicle damaged. He's now. Oh, what was that? 3 is half speed. Well, you just rolled 2 half speeds. I shouldn't complain. But that stupid thing is still not dead. I'm knocking that thing off like a bolt at a time. He's 3/4 destroyed. Ugh. Okay, that's it for my third platoon of BMPs. All right, over to your other 2 tanks.
All right.
One of your next 2 tanks.
34. We'll go ahead and move it online.
Tank 34 is going to move forward. Once I get my little ruler here. You know what I want to do? I'm going to buy a bunch of GHQ 6mm. I'm going to buy a couple desert charts, or desert game maps, and do this physically on a table one of these days.
There you go.
Okay, he can, yeah, he's got 10 inches. He loses 11 inches is his movement. He loses 1 inch for going up that second slope, but he still has 10. He's easily up to, especially when I move the wrong vehicle. Gets him up to that hull down ridgeline. So does he want to change his facing, or is he going to go ahead and engage from there?
I think he'll engage from there.
Cool. All right. He's got 2 shots. Ooh, and
can he see 132 now? Is 132 within 4 inches of that?
No, he's behind it. He's behind both elevation lines.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's 2 there. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Okay.
Now, speaking of Tank 32, your Tank 32 only fired 1 Sabot round. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. Decisions. All right. He's going to take a shot at that BMP that's already been hit once.
Okay. With HE or with heat?
What's the range on there?
We're looking at 39 inches, less than 40.
We'll try an HE.
All right, so 7 is your adjusted number, minus 2, 5. 5 is your number to hit.
2.
Cool. Hit with a heat round at 39 inches. That's like just under 2,000 meters. Penetration is 8 versus the front armor of a BMP,
3.
which is only a 3. 5 to penetrate.
5.
Boom, got him. D10 plus 1.
8. 9.
Okay, he is now very dead.
All right, that's second shot.
Yep. Nothing else. Go ahead.
Heat round into 3-1-2.
Cool. 5 to hit. So are we still? Ooh, no, we're not in the same band. Because the angle, it actually goes up a little. You're just over 40.
Okay.
So it goes down to a 4 instead of a 5. 4 to hit.
Okay.
Because the +2 -2. Yeah, 4 to hit is the final number.
9 on the first one, or 9.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh man. This is getting embarrassing. And again, dude, I'm playing the Iraqis. There is no embarrassment. It's just take your damn lumps and try to kill someone. Poor Chris, he's going to watch this video later. He's going to be like, God damn, Jim, I didn't realize you didn't like me that much. You have the entire Medina division shooting at my one track. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I'm just... So I'm going to activate 2nd Platoon, 3rd Company. Oh, no, that's the actual company. Where's the rest of that platoon? 3, 2... Oh, that's all up here. Did I already move him?
Yes.
Okay, that's the weird thing. All right, sorry.
That's okay.
Something didn't feel right there. Never mind. All right, I'm not able to engage him. I can't see him, but these guys that are on the higher elevation, I can... Ooh, I may have to switch to Tank 43. In fact, I think I do. I'll explain why in just a second. Alright, so he's going to move his 9 inches, because BMPs are not that fast. Down there, and then engage. Against 43. He cannot see 42, because I'm shooting through way more than 4 inches of his elevation level. 43 and 41 are both on that higher elevation level. It's much easier for me to see them. I don't think I would love to hit let me measure this, because I really want to hit 41 again. I literally just have to hit it, but I don't know if I can. Let me get a good ruler here. All right, I do have to measure this kind of precisely, guys. So do bear with me and give me a second. He may just be far enough south on that slope where I can't hit him. No, I got him. So right there, 0 on Cav 41 on his center dot. No matter which way I measure it, I am within 4 inches of the beginning of his elevation level. So I do see him. Alright, cool. But if in other words, if he had been like 1 inch further south, I would have to switch fire to a different Bradley. BMP 322 would not be able to see him. Oh boy. I've got to do this. I've got to do this. Okay, 3, that's definitely a hit. 8 to penetrate. 2, that's definitely a penetration. And,
1. 1.
A 1 would do it. A 1, you know what? Let me not jinx myself. A 1 would actually save him. Watch me roll a 1 now.
1.
5. Finally. 5, no vehicle. Okay, I finally blew up a tank. Oh my god.
Let's see. Springtime is asking, did the Iraqi army try and use infantry ATGMs like the Egyptians in 72 against tanks, or did they use them all up against Iran?
I honestly don't know. I do know that there were Saggers. I actually ran across this question. Great question, first of all. I did not know if the Iraqi BMPs used Saggers on their BMPs. We did find in our Jayhawk 7 Core and the Persian Gulf War, it may not be on this page. Watch it not be on this page now. Damn it. It's not on this page, but yeah, they did use Saggers. I'm pretty sure that was all on the actual BMPs. The infantry version, the actual suitcase missile he's talking about, Black Monday, 8 October 1973. I don't know. But in this book, Jayhawk, 7 Corps, and the Persian Gulf War, they do mention the Iraqis using Saggers. I don't know if it's infantry. On this game, the infantry do not have Saggers. I can tell you that much. The BMPs do. In fact, I finally scored with one. But that's actually a really good question. I honestly don't know the answer. Infantry Saggers. I gave the Iraqis infantry Saggers in my Marine Corps El Jabber Buchan oil fields corridor game. They didn't do very much, but I did give it to them. But I don't know if that was entirely accurate. But that's actually a really good question. All right, so that's my activation. Over to you for your activation.
All right. All right, let's bring 33 up online. Between
okay.
Can you put it between 31 and 32?
Yep. Again, the tanks are woefully out of.
I know. I know, but just for argument's sake.
Totally. Basically, as long as the dots don't overlap.
Sure.
But yeah, the only thing that's that it annoys me as the game master because I have to manipulate those counters. So thanks for that. But other than that, yeah, you're fine. Panzer Kaput says, Abbott, William Pepin, and his second unit of Milites, am I saying that right? Christie are starting to take shape. Okay, so these are your monks that you're painting. First of all, thanks very much, Panzer Kaput, for coming out to the stream.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we got a lot of new people today. Awesome. Yeah, he's been working on some stuff on our Discord channel. By the way, guys, our Discord channel is blowing up again. It went through a bit of a downturn, but now it's really kicking off again. Thanks very much for everyone who's supporting our Discord channel. There's lots of new hobby work going on over there in our hobby space. Check it out.
Yeah, right, so please.
Tank 33.
And hey, guys, sorry, Jim.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm thinking of it. Check out our new motto, slogan.
Oh, yes.
Where wargamers go to make history. Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's our new tagline.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Where are we at, Jim?
Nova Simpler
you moved up online, so I would like to fire and ruin your day some more.
Yeah, super fast. Twitch, I'm sorry.
Nova Simpler
says, Jayhawk, that's a Kansas thing. Is that a book title? That is the name of 7th Corps. That has been the name of 7th Corps. That's their nickname since World War II. They call them Jayhawks. 7th Corps. That was the Corps that is just a Frankenstein monster of a force. That shouldn't be a corps. That's literally a large. It's not even a small army. It's a large army. The stats are in part 4 of our Ops Center episode. 1,500 tanks, 1,500 APCs, 6 million gallons of fuel per day, 3 million gallons of water per day, something like 1,600 tons of ammo per day, 142,000 men. That's not a corps. That's a friggin', I would say a small army. That's a large army. Okay, sorry. So yes, Tank 33 is now online. You've got all kinds of targets. The only things you can't see are T-72s 132 and 133. They're hiding.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and take a shot at 113 first.
113 is helpless and in the open. All right. So that is gunnery of 2. 133. Less than 30, barely. Oh, less than 30, so 6 becomes 8. Oh, he's in a, you said 133?
113.
113. He's in an improved position. So 6, 5 to hit. Because he's half covered in soil. Yeah, 5 to hit.
5 to hit?
Sorry.
Is that with my gunnery skill?
Yes.
Okay,
sorry. It's -3 for the improved position.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I lost track of my math. You know what? I'm going to use a HE round.
Okay.
It's the same number
same
at this
chance
point.
to hit. Yep, it's going to do a little less penetration.
Same chance. So I need a 5 or less.
Yep.
All right. First shot is en route, and it is a 5.
That is a hit. Penetrates at 10 at this range. 10 minus 6 is 4 to hit. 4 to penetrate.
Okay. A 1.
Boom! You penetrated him with a heat round. McMaster style. Nice. D10 plus 1.
A 1 plus 1, 2.
2s. That's half speed. Yeah, we're getting a lot of weird damage results today. But that's 2 half speeds. Cool. He now is basically... Oh, now he's immobilized. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of both of these half speeds. Replace with 1 immobilized. So he took out the other half of his speed. The first shell took off his left tracks. The second shell took off his right tracks. Cool. All right, so his second shot.
Hey, Jim, was that a side armor shot or a front armor shot?
Front armor.
Okay.
I will measure to be... Well, you penetrated anyway, but you know what? It makes a difference for your second shot. But 113 to... Yeah. Front armor.
Okay. All right. Let's throw another shell at him.
5 to hit.
A 1.
Cool. I think we said 4 to penetrate. Yeah.
A 7.
Okay. Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 1.
Oh, cool. That's a hit then. D10, add 1 to the hit. Or add 1 to the result.
8 plus 1, 9.
All right, that smokes him. He was already half dead. That finished him off for sure. That would have killed him even if he was Cherry, but he was not Cherry. Boom.
Catching up on... There's a lot of activity.
Yeah.
Jen is asking, when will this appear on merch? Again, Jen, when our very talented graphic artist has a free moment.
Thanks a lot, Jen, for rushing me even more.
So,
no, we're gonna have
soon.
We're gonna have
we're
a lot
just gonna
more.
leave it at that. Coming soon. Unless there's another talented.
There you go. Unless someone else wants to jump in.
Yeah, if we have a very talented graphic artist out there that'd like to assist us in creating a new logo, we'd be more than happy to talk to you, and we might be able to throw something your way. Let's see. Tuffy Years. I'm working on Tungustas.
Yes. Tungustas. Those are the new Soviet self-propelled anti-aircraft system.
Ah.
That's what I wish I had right now.
Hey, my A-10 has only been in 1 turn. Let's see. Novus Templar likes the new slogan. Springtime, I have a book about the Iraqi AF Mirage F-1 fighters. Their biggest problem was that just the size of the forces they were up against. The Iranian military is well equipped. Yeah, they had F-14s. Duh. Equipped with much smaller than the coalition. And then science teacher says, what if he was a grape? What was a grape? You squish him?
Sorry, Jim. I didn't know that would be on you. Never mind. Oh, wait, sorry. What if he was a grape? That I don't understand.
All right. Back to the killing.
I will say the Iraqi Air Force did win our 1 game of Air War C-21.
Yeah.
MiG-29 blew that F-15 right out of the sky.
Yep.
Okay, so over to my activation.
We're only in turn 2?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
60 seconds of combat. Combat is
so
fast.
When does the A-10 get to come back into the game?
He comes back on turn... He was in turn 1. He has to skip turn 2, turn 3. He comes back on turn 4.
Oh, man.
There'll be a lot less action because I'm going to run out of units soon. APC 43.
Mm-hmm.
That might actually give me the game because that will actually destroy the crew as well. Destroyed Bradley's 4 victory points. Right now we're at a tactical American victory. Alright guys, I'm close. I'm close. All I want is a draw. But it might not happen. Alright, so make sure I am in range, so I may not even be in range. Also, we're pausing for the chat a lot, which is awesome, but...
Yeah.
It does. I'm out of range!
Oh, no.
Just over 50. I think I'm out of range. Less than 60... Yep. Less than 60. Extreme range. Oh. 6 or less. Okay, 6 or less. No gunnery bonus on that guy. Yep. So it's just going to be 6 minus 2. It's a 4 to hit.
What the frack?
7. Miss.
Whew.
Oop, let me also keep track of my ammo. Because the BMPs are going to run out of saggers. I know right now my BMPs are a huge pain in the ass. They basically got one shot left.
That's all right.
All right, over to you.
Okay.
Yeah, one tank left. Oh.
Yep. Let's put
yeah.
6. Yep,
Okay.
6-5 online.
All right. Engage.
We are going to engage that tank 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Got him. He is range. Oh, that's going to be a close one. Just over 30.
All right.
So less than 40. Depends on what you're firing. Sabot.
We're going to go Sabot on him.
You're on frontal armor.
Yeah.
So Sabot, you're good gunnery because you're the XO. You take one of the good tank commanders for your own track.
Yep.
Your 6 goes up to a 9. Hold down. 8 to hit.
6.
Boom. Penetrate is 12. 6 to penetrate.
7.
Oh no. Hit him again.
Gonna hit him again. 2.
Hit. Penetrate on a 6.
7.
Oh no. 2 7s.
Son of a bitch! I believe that's everybody for me.
Alright. I will then wrap up the Iraqi turn and we'll get going here. Oh, I also, before I forget.
Yeah, mark me off a Sabot.
Actually, I'll mark you off for 2 Sabots.
Yes. Yes, that's right. 2 Sabots.
Right now you have more Sabot than most of your other guys because you were not, unfortunately, firing in that first fire phase.
Yep.
They're down to 2 Sabot shots apiece, except for the guys who've been firing heat. Alright, so speaking of ammunition, 9 inches, down to 1, 4 to hit. That's a hit. 8 to penetrate on that Bradley. 2 to penetrate. D10 plus no plus
1.
ones. Just D10.
1.
6.
Damn.
6 gives me a all weapons KO. Vehicle cannot fire. Vehicle is now considered disabled. So these guys that can't fire, I would just pull them behind the ridge because they're just going to be victory points for me at this point. All right, I'm pretty sure that's it because these guys have all activated. I have my commander.
Yep.
That was my commander. Never mind. Yeah, in that case, I'm done. My squads aren't really going to do anything. Yeah, that will be it. And these guys are going to pretty much chill for the moment. They're the last T-72s I have left. My whole force is basically wiped out already. Okay, they're going to move backwards. Moving backwards is half speed. So they're going to reverse. I'm going to try to form this little emergency battle group back here with my company commander. Done. Oh, he's hit and burning. We've taken care of ammunition. Cool, that's it for turn 2. The turns are going to go super fast now, guys, because there ain't a lot left. In fact, maybe even less than I think, because I've lost... Okay, I have 4 command points. That platoon commander's burning. Alright, my BMPs are fine, because they still have their company commander. Fine. Except they've lost 1 platoon commander. Command 1 platoon, he's got 3 command points. He uses his other 2 command points to command these 2 platoons. He's fine. The only thing that keeps my tanks in command is that I have so few left. So my platoon leader, my tank company commander has 4 command points. He literally has no more platoons to command. So he's going to take personal command of tank 1, tank 2, tank 3, and therefore he has 1 command point left.
Yeah.
But, okay, cool. Your tanks are fine because you've only lost... Yeah, you're fine. However, you have to designate a new platoon commander for fourth platoon. That costs you 1 command point. So you have 5 command points. You've got 2 platoons to command, obviously. So you're down 2. You've got 3 left. You're going to use one of them to either designate 42, 43, or 44 as your new 4th platoon leader, or you can command those 3 tanks yourself because you have that many command points. Usually the recommended course is to appoint a new platoon commander. But your platoon
Let's nominate a new one.
Yeah, it's so high that you can technically get away with it for at least one turn.
Yeah.
But you're going to want those extra command points. Well, you already have the damn. He's still turning around. You've already got the damn black Warthog.
A10.
I kept calling it a Black Hawk. I knew that was right.
That's all right.
Yeah. All right. So I guess 42 is your new platoon. No, it depends on. They all have 2 command points. Now you look at position. Who do you want to be your new platoon leader? I mean, 42 is kind of far forward.
44.
All right, cool. 44 is your new platoon leader. Awesome. And he'll be given the command. He has 2 command points. Yeah.
Hey, Jim, can I make a suggestion?
Yep.
Just to make it easier on the screen, because like for me, it's the screen's a little small.
Yep.
To change the color of the platoon or commanders to the lettering to a different color, just so
that's not a bad idea.
Instantaneously say that's my leader.
That's actually also really easy to do.
Perfect.
And then, of course, big man himself.
There you go. See? That makes it a little easier to see your leads.
Makes it easier for my Sagger guys to shoot at. All right, so, okay, we're on turn 3. We're all good to go on command, barely, but
Yep.
good. Yeah, by this point of the battle, things are starting to come apart a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, initiative, I'm going to go ahead and roll my 4 dice.
And I still get 4?
You still get 5 because you're still...
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolled an 8 was my highest.
I got a 10.
Cool. You have... Oh, it is 4. You were right, but that's okay. You got a 10. I kept saying, no, you've got 5. You are correct.
Well, I can re-roll if you want me to.
No. I want to make sure that people who are going to see the chat later, they're going to see that video, they're going to see C4, and then they're going to be like, this idiot keeps saying
because I used
5
one,
dice.
right? Yeah.
No, you've got them. I forgot that company commanders I tend to give a 5. You're an XO, you get a 4.
Gotcha.
Platoon leaders tend to get 2. Tend to get 3s. Individual tranks get 2s.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't have mattered on the last turn because you rolled higher anyway. So okay.
All right. So you have initiative this time.
Excelente.
You go first.
Okay. We're gonna activate our M1s, our Abrams first.
Cool. Okay. In any order. All your.
I would like to move track 31.
Okay.
Straight forward.
All right. He's kind of facing northeast. He's just barreling off.
That's the way I want him to go.
Gotcha.
In the direction he is right now.
Full speed puts him at 11.
Put him there.
Gotcha. Sound the cavalry bugle.
He's gonna earn his spurs.
There you go.
We're gonna fire right into the front of that son of a bitch.
I fired him last turn, so I could not put him in Overwatch, but good God, at this range, now I can hurt you. You better kill him. At this range, good grief, we're at less, good, 7? Oh my God. 15 inches, that's 750 meters. That is a chip shot for an Abrams. Less than 20, your chance to hit is a 10. -1, 9 to hit.
Round 1, downrange. It's an 8.
Okay, that was your second to last Sabot round. But it does hit, penetrates on a 7. No, 14 minus my 6. Penetrates on an 8 or less.
4.
Penetrates, D10 plus 1.
5.
5 becomes a 6. That is another vehicle disabled. Hold on. 6.
All weapons KO'd, vehicle cannot fire, vehicle disabled.
Cool. Which is good, because his action would be to shoot you back, but now he's lost his weapons. No, weapon fire is not simultaneous in this game. And that puts him... Oh, that was only his first shot. He gets a second shot.
That was first shot.
You're right. Sorry. Second shot.
We're going to go after BMP 312. If it's within the 45-degree arc.
It is definitely not within the 45-degree arc. So his first shot was at this line?
Yeah.
And then 45 would be half of this. I'm using the bottom of that little ruler piece there. Yeah. So we can engage these BMPs back here, but BMP.
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll pop. What was that 371 or 321?
321. Oh yeah, he's definitely within line of sight. Yep. Range is 30 inches. Does he fire Sabot? He has one. Right now, he's got one Sabot left.
No, and there's no reload, right? You can't resupply or something.
No.
Okay, so it is what it is. I guess we'll go with HE round.
Now, in real combat, there is a reload point, but again, these are 30-second turns.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just making sure we're all on the same page. All right, yep. Reload. HE.
All right, heat up. BMP front identified. 30 inches with a heat round is 6 plus 9. I am not hull down. 9.
9. Whew. The pressure. A 4.
Boom. That is 322 hit. You said 322, right?
No, 321.
Oh, 321. What did you rolled the 4? You hit anyway. 321 had a -3 for being hull down.
Okay.
Not hull down in an improved position, but you got it. So, because it was 9 minus 3 is a 6. You rolled a 4, right? Yeah, that would have hit
4.
anyway. That would have hit anyway. Heat round. It penetrates on 10 minus 3, 7 or less.
Shit, a 9.
Oh no. Okay, cool. Over to me. He can't fire. He has half speed. He's just. I'm not even going to activate him. He's just going to sit there and die. Oh god. Last Sagger round. Let's do it. Marty.
Let's do it.
Marty. My last Sagger round. Here it comes. Do I want to hit a tank? That would be so sweet. Can a Sagger even penetrate a damn Abrams? No. And no, seriously, you can't. 11 is the penetration. 10 is the armor of a Abrams, which should be 11 minus 10 equals 1. These two stars after the 10, that's Chobham armor. So vehicles that take missile damage, heat rounds, high shape charge stuff is easily defeated by laminated armor, Chobham armor, spaced armor, explosive reactive armor, stuff like that. Basically, it gets a bonus. Saggers pose absolutely no threat to your Abrams unless I get them on the flank or, God help me, on the rear. So never mind about that. My tank can't do anything. I'm going to activate. I'm going to go ahead and activate my other tank platoon.
Okay.
It's movement of 8. Actually, my movement was 10, so I'm going to just move up, reoccupy those firing positions. Classic Iraqi tactics. And now he's going to open fire. He's going to get what looks like a flank hit on that tank. That's a flank hit, if I hit. Cool. Let me get my range. Range is less than 30. Oh boy, if I ever take out an Abrams, it's going to be here. Range is less than 30. 4s? Oh, Iraqis. 4s. Alright, turn on the webcam. Drum roll, folks. No modifiers, you're not hull down. But if it hits, it is going to be an AP round into his flank.
Yeah.
That's a 1, baby! AP round into the flank. Flank armor of an M1 is still impressive. It's an 8. And at this range, I am 11. I penetrate on a 3 or less. A 9. Ka-ting! Oh. Those Abrams, they don't build them like they used to. Alright, cool. Alright, that's it for that activation. Over to your next activation.
Alright. We're going to move tank 3-3.
Yep.
Forward.
Okay.
As far as it'll go.
Just general assault. Assault, assault, assault. Go, go, go. 11 inches. Okay, engagement time. He's got 4 Sabot rounds left.
He's going to pop him right into 132.
132 is in an improved position. Nevertheless, you're awfully close. Looks like the range is going to be less than 20. So 7 plus 2 is 9. 6 to hit because he's in improved position.
Okay. Round 1, going down range. That's a 9.
Miss. Round 2.
Round 2. A 10.
Oh no.
Holy crap.
Your dice just suddenly gave up on you.
Yes, they did.
Down to... Oh, wrong tank. Down to 2 Sabot rounds. Okay. Other vehicle. They're back in the burbs! They're back in the burbs! Engage! 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 That will not be a flank. Actually, I think it will be. Yeah, that will also be a flank shot. Alright. Marty, that's what happens when you go Leroy Jenkins with Iraqi still behind the berm. Alright, my chance to hit is still a 4. Then I penetrate on a... What did I say?
3, right? 3 or 4?
At this range, we're looking at 11 minus 8. Yeah, 3. So hit on a 4, penetrate on a 3. Hit on a 4. Yes, penetrate on a 3. Oh, by 1 digit! Oh! Alright, let me triple check the math on that. Yeah, I'm at less than 30. This is tank 133 versus tank 131, just for posterity in YouTube. I'm at less than 30, which means that my penetration with an AP round is 11, minus his armor of 8, means flank armor, which means my chance was 3 on a D10, 11 minus 8, simple math, but then I roll a 4. He came that close. I can't believe I almost killed an Abrams in Gulf War. Oh my god, I came within 1 dot! Alright, that's it for my over to you for your next activation.
Alright, tank 3-4, move it forward. Max range.
11 speed. Alright.
We're gonna hit 132.
Okay, just to kind of keep the game super legal, we're gonna go ahead and do his movement slightly differently. Where he heads further north, like that. Because what you're trying to avoid is shooting through more than 4 inches.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
In other words, if he was shooting from down here, now he's probably... Well, no, you were fine. You were fine. I was being paranoid. But if you're shooting like this, and you wind up shooting through more than 4 inches of his elevation, that's when you have problems. But you've got it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move you back where you were, because that's what you said you wanted to play, and that is... yeah, you've got a shot. So, center dot to center dot. In fact, you're shooting at 132?
Yes.
That's a flank shot. And you're shooting through less than 4 inches of his berm cover. Now, it will still be a -3 to hit because of his improved position. But if you hit him, it's just barely on his flank. So, you are at very close range for a tank. Yeah, when you get close to the Iraqis, things get interesting. It's just, you don't usually do that. But it does make for a more exciting stream. Oh, less than 20. Good grief. Oh my god, we're way down here. 9 to hit, -3 for improved position, 6 to hit. Were you able to hear me? 6 to hit.
Yeah, I am. I'm thinking if I'm going Sabot or HE.
Sorry.
I'll go Sabot.
Okay. With all the audio issues, I can't know if it was 6 to hit. 6 to hit.
A 9.
Oh man.
Round 2.
Yep.
A 5.
Cool, that's a hit on the flank. 12 versus flank armor of a T62. Oh, 14. Sorry, 14 versus the flank armor of a T72 is 4. So now it's automatic. That means you get over penetration bonus. Because so you take your penetration, you subtract the flank armor. 14 minus 4 is 10. It's automatic. You get a bonus for that. A +1 on the vehicle damage table, in addition to the +1 that the tank already gets for being Soviet. So D10 +2 is the short answer.
10. Well, it's 8 + 2, so 10.
Oh, yeah, cool. Ammo hit. Boom. That's it. That's the tank shot you see where the turret literally like corkscrews off the hull. 9 tons of steel, like 30 feet in the air, trailing this ribbon of black smoke.
Nice.
Don't even bother looking for a body. There's no one left. That tongue of blue-white flame comes out of the... There's footage of it from the Syrian war, T-72s with ammo fires. You just hope that the guys got out before that cooked off.
Right.
Okay. All right, so that was 2 Sabot rounds.
Yep, 2 Sabot rounds.
Down to 2. Over to my activation. So that platoon's done. I don't mean to be picking on your Bradleys, but my BMPs can literally not damage anything else.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Last Sagger from BMP number 1. Oh, not 312, because okay, no gunnery bonus. So it's 6 minus 2, 4. 2 for your hold down shielding. Barely a hit.
Woo.
Okay, penetrates on an 8. That's a penetration. D10, no +1. 10. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Catastrophic go.
Yep.
Sorry, track 42. And that is the last of that unit's Saggers. He's got a 76mm gun. I have no idea if we're even going to.
So that eliminates the infantry too, doesn't it?
I don't have rules for that yet. As far as crew survivability or bailing out. I'll tell you what I will do. Oh, that was a cav. That was a cav tank anyway. 42. He wasn't carrying infantry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Good question though. I gotta make up rules for like crew survivability or whatever.
Yeah.
Right now it's just the vehicles eliminated. That's all we care about for game purposes.
Right.
We don't want to get ghoulish. But when it comes to carrying infantry, yeah, I do have to kind of nail down a rule on that.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you for your activation.
All right. 32. Let's put it up next, as close as you can get to 31.
He's already on his terrain elevation, so no penalties there. He gets his full 11 inches of movement.
Actually, keep him pointed the other way you had him, Jim.
Okay. All right, and now who is he engaging? He's got 3 Sabot rounds left.
Let's go ahead and
tank
take
that
on.
Can't fire, and then this guy's. He's already fired this turn, but go ahead.
Let's take on the T-72.
Cool. That gives you a range of between 20 and 30. So 6 to hit makes that an 8 to hit, 5 to hit after improved position bonus. 5 to hit.
5 to hit.
Yep.
1.
Boom. Penetration is going to be a little bit easier though, I believe. 30, 13 minus my 6, 7 to penetrate.
1.
Boom. D10 plus 1.
8 plus the 1 is a 9.
Fuel explosion. Clang. He has the second shot.
We're going to go ahead and engage that BMP.
He is within 45 degrees. Do you want to switch to heat or battle carry Sabot?
Heat, please.
It's a new drinking game. Whenever you say battle carry Sabot. Alright. You are less than 30 inches. Firing heat. Your chance to hit is a 6. He's hull down. Not in an improved position. 6 plus 2 minus 2. It's going to be 6. So again, for people in the chat, Soviet vehicles still get the -2 hull down shielding, just not Soviet tanks. BMPs, you guys know what they look like. That tiny little turret is all that's showing. Okay, so
I got a 4, Jim.
that's a hit. Heat round at this range penetrates at a 10 versus a, I think it's a 3. 7 to penetrate. Here's where you use heat rounds on BMPs.
4.
Penetration, D10 plus 1.
1 plus 1, 2.
Oh no, half speed. Now he's only down 1 Sabot round. Cool. Over to me. So I've used my tanks. There's technically that tank, although he can't fire anything. He can't move. He can move only half speed, which means quarter speed because he'd be backing up. Oh, the hell with him. Who else am I going to engage? Oh, I've already said that I've started this platoon of BMPs.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, 4 to hit another track of cavalry vehicles. Oh, god damn, another 1. I'm almost
wow.
there. 5 does penetrate. 2 plus nothing is slight damage. half speed.
Still there. Not by much, but still there.
When you get to activate your half tracks, Jesus, your cavalry tracks, that's when he just pulls the hell off that ridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull him back.
In fact, it's literally that time now. Oh, by the way, he is now out of. So that first platoon of BMPs is now dry. No more saggers, burning. So no more saggers coming from this part of the field.
Yeah.
The enemy is now also out of tanks. I have literally my battalion commander, and that's it.
I'm going to move track 65 forward.
Okay, you don't want to go ahead and withdraw that thing before one more sagger comes in from up north?
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
New drinking game. Drink every time Jim destroys a tank.
Well, you won't get very sober. You won't get very drunk. All right, so half speed and reversing costs half speed. So his speed is now basically an 11. A quarter of 11 is 3. So he basically just backs up to make sure that nobody else can hit him.
Yep, perfect.
For the rest of the game. All right, cool. All right. And now over to me. One sagger left. I've got no more line of sight. Destroyed, out of line of sight, and blocked by all the rest of the shoulder of this ridge. So I'm just going to go ahead and redeploy. Hey, look, someone left these nice improved positions for us. Clunk. Okay, over to you.
All right.
Track 44, the commander.
Well, can you scroll to your right, please? The map. I'd like to shoot my toe at 313.
This is not intervening terrain because you are on higher terrain. That's level 1, that's level 1, you're on level 2. You can shoot over this level 1. So that tow missile is going to fly right over Lieutenant Lomax's head. You were shooting at the BMP, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. I was shooting at the BMP. Okay, the range is literally greater than 60. The range is literally unlimited, game mechanic-wise. So it's 7 to hit. That gunner has a 2, so now it becomes 9. He is hull down because he's right
6.
next to the thing. No, down to an 8. There's improved
8.
position and there's hull down. Sorry, down to a 7. 9 minus 2 is 7.
A 3.
Boom! Oh god, penetration tow versus BMP. This is going to be hilarious. Tow versus BMP equals LOL. 14 penetration versus frontal armor of 3. 11 to penetrate. You are 2 into over penetration. Again, once it hits 10, it's automatic. You get a +1. Every time past that, you get another +1. You are now at 2 for over penetration, +1 for being a Soviet vehicle. Yeah, D10 plus 3.
I have a 6 plus 3, so 9.
Fuel explosion. Yeah, tow versus BMP again. Equals LOL. Kapang. However, that was his last immediate tow. If he wants to fire more tows, he has to take a turn and reload. He's got a missile reload drill.
Can he do that in this turn or can he have to wait the next turn?
It's literally going to be his whole turn.
Okay.
So he can move now to get out from fire.
Yeah, I'd like to move.
All right. So does he move forward or backward?
Back.
Okay. He'll just back up a little bit so he doesn't get... That's the standard procedure. They tend to fall back. I think the guy has to actually get out of the track to reload the missiles. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's a vulnerable procedure. Okay, that concludes your 4th mech platoon. Now over to me for the rest of my BMPs, such as they are. Where's my little ruler? I got too many rulers on the map. Okay, now I think to your track 65 is what you've got left.
Yep.
All
Can you
right.
move it forward between 33 and 34, please?
That's super simple. Now he's got 4 Sabot rounds left. Didn't fire in the first phase, and ammo 4, and has been firing some heat rounds. So yeah, he's actually in pretty good shape. He still has 4 Sabot rounds left. But again, he's out of tanks.
No, I'm not.
You've got 1 up here.
Oh, no. There's another one.
Oh, no. I'm going to run off the board. I'm going to escape. Limburger was asking about morale before. I'm going to fail my morale and leave the table. Of course,
Is he can I not see him because he's in those buildings?
Yeah, you literally have to get right up on him.
Okay.
We're not going to get to it today, spoilers. I was hoping to get to actual infantry combat. I don't think we're really going to get to it.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and cook off that BMP 312.
Okay. Engagement range is less than 30. So
we'll go HE.
Heat round.
You know what? No, let's do Sabot just because I have them left.
Cool.
And I don't have any targets, so.
That's going to be 6 plus, we said less than 30, right? Yes. 6 plus 3 for your gunner, minus 2, 7 to hit.
I got an 8 on the first one.
Oh no.
Second one. A 5.
That's a hit. 13 minus 3 is 10.
10.
So it automatically penetrates. Now it's D10 plus 2 on the vehicle damage table.
4 plus 2 is 6.
6. Vehicle cannot fire. He is hella crippled. Now you're at less than 30, just to test it out.
Yes, sir. Does a 50 cal hit at 30?
Does your commander want to... Oh, it will go out to 30, but it won't penetrate a BMP. Penetration is 2 versus a BMP's armor of 3.
Mm.
A 50 cal will go through a BMP. Everyone knows this, just not at 1,500 meters.
Especially front on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, flank
That's
armor
fine.
you would. I was literally just curious.
Yeah, no. That's
and
cool.
That's where vehicles have different weapons, have different locations. Turret, CP. That's your commander's pencil. That's where you can fire like more than one weapon in a turn. Your gunner is obviously operating the 120 or the coax, and meanwhile, this is when you get up into infantry combat. And yeah, if you want to take out trucks, artillery with the 50 cal, you go to work on them with a 50 cal. So that was 1 Sabot round you fired, right? And the second one was heat?
Yeah, it was a Sabot.
Well, the first one was Sabot, right?
Yes.
Come on, machine. I'm sorry, my question was, did you fire 1 or 2 Sabots?
2, because remember I missed on the first one.
I'm just making sure. I didn't remember. All right, cool. That's all your units, right?
Yes, sir.
Except for my infantry, I'm not really going to worry about. I'm just moving my last BMPs down here. Okay. Turn 4. I just wanted to get to turn 4 because you know what happens on turn 4, right?
That's right.
There you go. Bill knows what I'm talking about. Feels like I want to stop this stream, but not until we get to turn 4, damn it. All right, command points. Oh, God. There's so little left. I have enough command points to command my entire force by myself, except for my BMP commander up there. So I'm good. Let's make sure you're good. I'm pretty sure you are. You have 4 command points. You have 2 platoons. You're good to go on that. After that, you've got 2 more command points. They're both under command. You don't have anything else to do. Yeah, 2... Oh, what am I talking about? The A-10's already on the table. You already made that roll earlier. So the A-10 activates whenever you want. He does not have to activate first, but he can if he wants. He activates whenever you want. He's finally turned around. It's only been 90 seconds. We're now starting the 2nd minute of this battle.
Okay. What weapons does the A-10 have again?
Mavericks for killing tanks, and Mark 82 HE frag bombs for taking out infantry, and of course the Avenger. Now he has
We're going to go ahead and activate the A-10.
He has fired the Avenger twice, so technically he's down.
Oh no, we're going to use the bombs.
Okay, but just
no, I didn't use the Avenger. I only used the 30 mic last time.
The Avenger is the 30 mic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Can you have your map go to the right.
Oh no, what's that sound? Ah!
Jim,
Yep.
I would like the aircraft to come up the road from the east to the northwest and straight and bomb that village where the armor is reportedly at.
Okay. Cool. Let me see here. Bombs have a rate of fire of 1. Cool. Okay, they engage only within 20 inches. So, yeah, it's the edge of the table, but don't worry about it. What we can do is just basically you can't, yeah, I got it, no worries. I'm not able to cheese out and just say, oh, I deployed on the edge of the board. You have to drop the bombs from back here, but we got it.
Right.
We know what's going on. Okay, just because I have them. You are pressing the attack, right, in the face of Sandfire?
I am pressing the attack, sir. Can I also use my Gatling, too?
5. He can choose one or the other.
Okay.
But 5, the Sam missed. So that is now going to be no worries there. Cool. So he gets to either use bombs, missiles, or chain gun per phase, per run.
We'll use the bombs. We haven't used the bombs yet.
All right, cool. So the chance to hit is pretty good. Bombs to hit at their only engagement range is 6. However, he does have a, quote, gunnery skill, which is 3. So it's a 9 to bomb.
Okay.
I didn't make up... Oh, I do have rules for towns. Towns. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Wood buildings, -2. So it goes from 9 down to 7.
7.
Boom. All right, the bombs have hit the target. All right, what were you aiming? You're aiming for the infantry or the tanks?
I was at the tank, actually, but I'll take whatever it hits. It's bombs. They're smart. You know, they don't really...
Well,
it's more of an area.
Yeah, Mark 82 is just pretty much...
Yeah.
Paste, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Just for game testing purposes, there is a tank and an infantry. They are literally overlapping.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go ahead and say that because their halos are overlapping, I'll have to write these rules formally later. We'll go ahead and apply that to both. So, HE frag bombs, penetrate versus a 7 versus V armor. So there's more than one bomb. There's like 3 bombs per pylon. He probably just dropped 2 pylons, so like 6 bombs are landing all over the place. What's the chance that one of them has actually hit the target? Point target. It's going to make a mess of that infantry. It's going to turn that infantry into lasagna. But the tank, 7 versus roof armor, which is 2. 5 down to penetrate.
A 7.
Oh no! The tank has survived because the bomb did not hit it directly. Now,
so do I do that for each? You said it was 3 per pylon, so should I roll 6 dice?
It's for the bomb attack, so no.
Okay.
It was just... A Mark 82 is not an anti-tank weapon. You know, it's
right.
just... You're just hoping that you get lucky with one of the bombs randomly hits the target. Now here's what the thing actually does. I think it does a blast of 12. First time we've used these rules, guys. Give us blast of 12. So it's 12 dice versus a 5 up. They are in wooden buildings. So now it's going to be a 6 down. Sorry. It should be a lower number. It was a 6 down, now it's a 5 down. 12 dice against a 5 down.
Alright, well, I'm rolling 10 because I took out 10, but...
Okay.
Alright, so here's 10 5s or less.
This is how many infantry the bomb kills.
No. Yes. 3 out of 10 were hits. I will roll 2 more for the other last 2. And they were both 3s, so...
Total of 5 hits?
Yep.
Alright, that does cripple the squad. There were 8 men in the squad, that's the M8, and you scored a total of 5 hits, right?
Yes, 5 hits.
So that knocks him down to 3. There's now 3 men. Ooh, what the hell, machine? Okay, yeah, there's now 3 men left in that squad. And once you get below 50%, all kinds of special rules get triggered, where the squad is no longer really combat effective. Alright, cool. It's just, if you were aiming for the tank, I would have gone for the Maverick.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to try the bombs. I didn't know how they work, so.
That's for
I was looking for
artillery
the
and infantry.
mass damage versus pinpoint damage.
Oh, 5 men are killed, and that squad is basically toast.
Yep.
All right, so over to my activation. I don't really have anything left. We can pretty much call it at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of missiles. I've got one there.
You got a couple that have missiles. Those last 3 have missiles.
9, he misses. Over to your activation.
I guess I'd move my M1s
Also,
up.
who am I even shooting at? Because
Right.
yeah,
You can't penetrate, right?
Yeah. Unless I hit you on the flank, I've already missed. So yeah, go ahead. Just don't present flanks to those remaining saggers. I might get.
All right, let's move the let's move track 31 up as far as it'll go.
He wants that last. He's gonna ram that last T-72. He's now in amongst the enemy assembly area, but they're all dead. Oh my god! Dude, tank! What are we playing? Flames of War here? Yeah, tanks engaging at... come on and rotate. He is within 5 inches. He's within 250 meters. He's almost on a 15mm table at this point. So he's definitely less than 10. Let's just say that. All right, is he aging with... he's got 1 Sabot round left.
Oh, screw it. Let's go Sabot.
All right, he fires his last Sabot round. 7. He is not in an improved position. 9. 8 to hit.
9 to hit.
9 to hit. Yeah, 9 to hit.
All right. A 9.
Cool. 15 minus 6. 9 to penetrate.
A 6.
Sabot round at 250 yards. Come on, man. I'll be surprised if the shell hits goes right through and doesn't do any damage.
Right.
D10 plus 1 for vehicle damage.
7 plus 1 is 8.
8 crew killed, vehicle destroyed. Plus he was already damaged. Tang. That's it for him. Alright, that center position is finally shut down. He has 1 shot left if he wants to engage a BMP.
We're going to engage that BMP.
Alright. Cool, you're super close, but the BMP is now in an improved position.
Mm-hmm.
So you're less than 20.
Heat round, because I have no more Sabot.
Right. So it's still a 7. 3 for gunnery, 10, 7 to hit, because he's in improved position.
Yep. 9. Misses.
It's a miss, because an improved position saved his life.
Yep.
Alrighty. Over to me. Literally my last Sabot round. Sabot round, I wish. My last heat round. Sagger round. I'll get it right one of these days. Do I have any flank shots?
Yeah.
I think I have 1.
You have 33, which looks like a flank shot.
That's right on the line. I'll go ahead and take a poke at 65 is right on the line. That's literally a 4 up right there.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and shoot a 33.
33 flank shot.
Yeah, we'll see if I don't even know. It's literally right on the line.
All right, we'll see. Go ahead.
All right.
4.
All right, let me scroll up a second here. Verify that. Oh, my battalion commander has a Sagger left.
Yep.
Come on, computer, catch up. Yeah, that's literally right.
It's literally on the line.
Okay. Doesn't even matter. First I have to hit webcam, and it's a miss. Cool. Much ado about nothing. All right. He will then, for his movement, vacate that. All right, and make room for his company commander behind him.
My
okay.
turn?
Yep.
All right. Track 33.
That's
it's gonna go. It's gonna go northeast, as far as it can go. And turn it so it's facing those BMPs. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and take a shot at your commander.
301?
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
Yeah, it's smart. He's the only one with a missile left. Plus, he's the only guy holding that company together. Looks like
Less than 30?
just less than 30, but enough to count. So 6, 8, not in an improved position yet.
Nope.
So
an 8 up?
8, yeah.
8.
That's a hit, barely. All right, so you said that was a heat round, right?
Does he have Sabot left? He's got 1 Sabot left, so it'd be Sabot.
All right, cool. 13 versus 3, 10. Don't have to roll to penetrate. D10 plus 2 for destruction, or for vehicle damage.
6 plus 2 is an 8.
Crew killed, vehicle wrecked. Pang. And he just used up his last Sagger missile. Alright, cool. Alrighty, over to me. Major, what's his name? Major is Orikahani.
Major trouble.
Yeah, Major Orikahani says, I got 8 tents bombing me now. He leaves the table.
Oh, come on.
Now we can, and with that, yeah, the Iraqis pretty much don't really have any command points left. But if we want to finish out this turn, we can. See if you can blow up some more BMPs.
I mean, I think at this point it's a moot, it's a moot.
It's literally just, it's just slaughter at this point.
Yeah.
It's ammunition and it's kills, and yeah. These are where Iraqis do start to surrender, because there's literally I have no more weapons left that can affect you.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got 2 M3s destroyed. That is a total of 8 victory points. That is barely a tactical Iraqi victory.
Yep.
Those damned Saggers. Although again, I literally just made it up. I have no idea how well balanced that is. That's been 2 Iraqi tactical victories. I may have to change that chart, because this doesn't really look like an Iraqi victory. But again, it's asymmetrical victory conditions. It's about making the game fair even when the battle is not.
Yeah.
And that
my only thing is
that A10 seems a little underpowered.
Yeah. My other observation was it seemed like sometimes knowing the American rounds, the tank rounds, and again, I don't know Soviet as well as you do.
Right.
It seemed like sometimes they were just bouncing off when they typically wouldn't. But again, that's war. So
also, yeah, your dice really shit the bed.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, you were rolling a lot of bad dice. With the chances to penetrate were often 6s, 7s, and 8s.
Yeah.
On D10s, those should be penetrations.
Yeah.
Now, heat rounds don't penetrate very well. That's not really what they're about. But those Sabot rounds, yeah, it should be damn near hot knife through soft butter. And usually they were. It was just there was a lot of bad die rolling in there.
Oh yeah, I really like these rules. Obviously you have some things you want to fine tune, but on the surface, I like these, and I actually like your idea of getting some GHQ or printing up some 6mm modern stuff, and getting it on the table. So
yeah, for people who may have joined us in the chat, again, this is not a hex and counter game.
It's a miniatures game.
On here is an inch. This is 96 inches if you sit there and count them all. 96 inches versus 60. So this is an 8x5 table that you could play. The scale is technically 1 to 2000, so 0.75 millimeter. So your tanks would obviously not be true to scale with the vehicles, or I should say with the map. So you just have to make up some kind of a rule in a miniature table, like, all right, you're always aiming at the center of the turret.
Yeah.
Or the tip of the gun, like whatever kind of rule that you and your opponent
I like your idea. Center of the base or center of the vehicle.
Right.
Center point to center point.
And again, most of the ranges are in bands, so you don't usually have to get that precise.
Yeah.
Unless you happen to be right at like 30 inches and your opponent's being a dick. Or some like right on the border between 2 of the bands. That's why I'm a fan of games that have a band system, because normally precise measurement isn't that important. 99 times out of 100.
Yeah. I still have those 3mm moderns.
They'd still be too big, but they'd be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be close.
I'm not going any smaller than 3 millimeters.
No. In order for the game to be true to scale, 0.75 is the actual scale,
Yeah.
which is insane. A tank is like 1/5 of an inch long, and that includes the gun barrel.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think for visual aspect, 6 millimeter would be really nice. But I mean, 3 millimeter, you definitely get a sense of range. So.
Yeah, all you really need to do, which this game does so far, although I've been playing on some of the easiest tables in the history of military, combat, is just divorce yourself from true line of sight. Once you ditch true line of sight, all things become possible. Your tank can be as big as the table for all I care. As long as we know where the tank is, and determining line of sight is not based on putting your eye on the tank and looking across the table, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Again, GHQ's been doing that since 1969. This is certainly not my idea. Alright guys, so that was another playthrough of Battle Carry Sabot. We did our Battle of Medina Ridge. 2 tracks did blow up, but other than that, another Iraqi battalion, 16 vehicles plus a command vehicle. Yeah, it pretty much bites the dust. Cool. Other than that, I will catch up now on Mr. Chat. Bomb the HQ, dumb bombs. Yes, Dutch, those were Limburger. Those were definitely dumb iron bombs. Bomb the village. Oh, I'm way back there. Area effect time. Yeah, I gotta work on some rules for that. What else we got here? 3 millimeters is about 1/8 of an inch. Yep. So that's how tall an infantryman would be. Is kind of what the millimeter scale means. All right, Damon, thanks very much. Thanks very much, Dutch. Thanks very much, of course, Bill, for sitting through another game with me. I definitely appreciate it.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
Do apologize for the audio issues that we were having a little bit earlier, but they seem to smooth out a little bit later. All right, guys. Other than that, I can't really say I have much else to demand your attention. Thanks very much. That's going to be it for Go For. I'm finally taking my foot off the gas as far as Go For goes. So... I don't know what I'm doing next week, but it will not be Go For. Warhammer Grimace has me interested in ancient Chinese. I'm not promising anything, but we'll see what's going on. Ancient Chinese.
Really?
Like 7 warring states, like 3rd century Sun Tzu.
Wow.
Yeah, way back then.
That's reaching back there.
Yeah, either that or Romans, or who knows. Also, we're still on for whenever it's convenient for you for doing our battle group, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do battle group.
Battle group torch.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which right. I can't seem to get the rule book for.
Oh no.
I've got the main rule book, and I've been 3D printing the counters, but the torch rule book, I went on the site and wasn't available.
Oh no. Is there another one you want to try, or you just want to go with it anyway? I mean, I've got the
whatever you think. You tell me, and I'll go with it.
Yeah, just let me know what Sunday you want to do it, because I have to make up a lot of stuff. That's like another whole system I have to port over to.
Well, we still have to film the other thing, so I'd say a few weeks out.
Okay, I'll get started on the back burner.
All right.
So that when you do say that you want to do it, I'm not like super rushed.
Sure. Well, just pick one of your books that you'd like, and we'll just decide on something from that.
All right, Torch is fine. We've actually done a lot of Battle Group Torch back in our Baptism of Fire article series on Tabletop, so I'm familiar with it.
That's mostly North Africa, right?
It's all It's late North Africa.
How about we go away from the desert for a while?
Oh, sure.
We've been doing a lot of desert.
You know what? That's actually true. What else do I have here?
How about something in the Sicily Italian campaign?
I do not have any of those books. Also, those battles are not terribly, I won't say they're not interesting, but not a lot of, it's a lot of infantry and just artillery bombardment. That would be interesting in Valor and Victory if you ever wanted to go there, but for battle...
Well, whatever you think, Jim, just tell me, find something you think that would be interesting that's outside of desert.
How about Early War or Battle of the Bulge?
Ooh, Battle of the Bulge.
There you go. All right, I'll make up some snowy boards. I do have the Wacht am Rhein book. So
excellent.
I will,
which one?
Wacht am Rhein. Watch on the Rhine. That's their Battle of the Bulge book.
All right, I'll see if I can get my hands on that one.
Okay, it's WACHT, Wacht am Rhein.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. Awesome. Oops, I'm showing my stupid little thing here. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Thanks very much. I know it was a long stream, but we are done with the Gulf War. 30th anniversary. Off we go. It's time to do something else. Thanks very much for all your support, and look forward to some more content. You're doing the Wednesday show this week, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So keep an eye out for that, everybody.
Yeah, we're going to do the speed painting of the Russian soldiers for Ultra Combat Modern.
Epic. Those other ones came out great. By the time you dry brushed them, they came out looking like desert dusty kind of,
Yeah, they actually turned out pretty good. Also, just so everybody's aware, we're going to have another guest probably next Sunday's podcast, talking about his 3D prints, Bob Mack. He's doing Vietnam 3D prints of armor. So, like the M551's going to be in there. Was it M48s?
Yep.
So a lot of Vietnam era armor that's Kickstarter right now. So we'll be having him on the show next weekend.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty. This is Ariskany signing off for the Sitrep podcast. Thanks very much for everyone's support. Keep an eye out for our new content on Wednesday. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll be in touch very soon.
All right, guys. Take care.
Take care, everybody.